I'm recording, by the way. I did not forget.
Be
So fucked up that last time.
Yeah, good man.
so which one did you miss?
Like half of last session, right?
Half of last session.
Oh yeah.
So embarrassing.
It's okay. It will forever live in our minds.
Mm-hmm.
Are his tits out?
Dude, he doesn't wear a shirt.
That is crazy.
Book
His
window.
carapace is his clothes. So it's like he's wearing two outfits, honestly.
He's a book window.
I mean, so Sweetgrass, she's covered in fur.
Except for that
No,
one
that's
time.
different. That's different.
Wow.
Literally called a coat.
Yeah, it's a coat. You're so right.
Well, many things can be called a coat.
Like
You're
what?
just a hater.
Like a coat.
Double chunk chocolate cookie from Costco.
Huh?
Stop. For Costco, guys.
Oh.
Guys, boom or flop. It's a boom.
What the fuck are you saying?
That's a good one.
The Costco guys. You can get the whole Costco menu for $36. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Guys, I'm Lysander.
Hi,
Whoa.
Lysander.
Hi.
Whoa.
Are you really him?
It's weird that he's
For
me,
real?
but I'm not him, you know?
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Lysander, what's your favorite animal?
Oh, the creature from the forest. The creature.
God, that's my favorite too.
The creature.
My, got to respect a fellow creature lover.
Does
Hi,
Lysander
everyone.
truly respect anyone?
Hi.
Hey.
Yes.
Hi.
So, like, are we playing?
Well, I guess that's kind of up to you guys, really.
Hold on, Chase is scratching.
Okay, recap time.
Recap.
Recap.
We wandered
to
through the
Fort Arbor.
fucking forest.
Yeah, where did we
Oh, yeah, that
start?
first.
Where did we
We
start?
started at.
We started at the tower.
The tavern. Tavern on the road. Crossroad Tavern.
Mm-hmm. And it
With
was Nora and the
and
mysterious
Sir
gauntlet,
Hood.
and then the
Good
two
night.
Tiefling brothers,
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
all
It was a
alive and
paladin
well.
of the Dawnfather.
Oh, yes, yes. On a secret quest.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He gave you all a hero's feast, though.
That was
Mm-hmm.
fucking good.
Something that you all were sort of kindred spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You said we were famous.
He had heard tales of the illustrious troll slayers.
He'd been
Oh,
traveling
the
with
trolls
Nora
we've
for
slain.
a little bit, but he went his separate ways,
Yeah.
never to be seen again.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Was?
And
some reason-
Nora's with us now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So we trundled along.
Trundle, trundle.
Trundle, trundle.
We arrived to the siege.
Hmm. Shit was up in flames. Fort Arbor.
Sat on a hill for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Waited for Roran and his dudes. Well, technically, Elamor.
Saw some POIs to take out.
Mm-hmm.
And so we split off into groups to go take them out.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wolf and I are going to the catapult
Mm-hmm.
that's being built. Champagne and Dog are disguised as Rykins and going into this tent where
The
I
commander
guess
is.
important people are.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna assassinate
Say
the
that.
Deeper.
Over here, Sweetgrass and Lysander are trying to poison the supplies. And they almost would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for that dang dirty teenage Ryken.
Freaking Sweetgrass's
yeah.
mom alert wasn't going off.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
Sorry.
so surprised that it wasn't Champagne and Dog the ones who have this up.
I know.
I'm like, okay, if Dog and
was-
Champagne are going somewhere together, this is definitely going to go super bad. But no, we actually did it. We actually fucking did
There's still time.
it. So kudos for us.
True.
No,
I
we
mean-
did it. We did it.
It was bound to come back and fight Sweetgrass in the end.
Hmm.
If one thing would lead to her downfall, I guess it would be that.
And that's where we left off.
Hmm.
I'm glad that we all agreed that as long as it's thematically relevant, Chase can kill any of our characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, for sure. For sure.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. As we, oh, let me get some mood music
Ooh.
real quick.
Guys, I'm scared.
Bye. Goodbye.
Huh?
Huh?
Bye, Sweetgrass.
My Sweetgrass. We'll miss you.
Nobody's going to miss her. I think Champagne would, but nobody else. Maybe
I'm sorry.
Dog.
My
Dog
mom
like
was
game
saying
with
hi.
her.
She said hi to all of you.
Oh, hi,
Hi.
Mrs. Mom.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mama.
Bye.
yeah. Jacob is right.
Is she our mom
What?
too?
Hola.
Yeah. of
So yeah,
course.
we come back in as Sweetgrass. You are locked eyes with this young human boy.
Mhm.
Peach fuzz across his lip and chin. His eyes wide as he looks at you after you just slapped the water skin from his hand and told him to go home. He takes a deep breath and begins to shout, "Intruder! Achtung!" You look over and you see the 8 or so guys gathered around the campfire around the near the supplies. Kind of start. Half of them were still like kind of watching Lysander in bird form angrily. They all suddenly whip their heads over towards the big water carts to look at the young man and you, Sweetgrass. But before either of you can make a move, suddenly another sound hits all of your ears. The sudden clash of steel and a scream of pain and death as sort of blazing to life, illuminating the southern half of the camp. All this tinder over here suddenly blazes to life.
Oh shit.
And as your eyes dart over, briefly you see shadows of cloaked figures, the Rorns, Rangers, fighting off Riken soldiers. You hear a sort of horn blare from that side of the camp, kind of drowning out this young man's sounds of alert.
What the
but
devil?
you know that immediate action is required.
Mhm.
Lysander and Sugas, both of you go ahead and give me a dexterity check for initiative, just to see who reacts first.
Is that a save or just a regular check?
It's initiative check.
Oh, initiative.
Hello?
Huh?
Hi.
That's
My iPad just made a sound that was scary. I didn't tell it to do
It's
that.
actually 18. Sorry. It's +3.
So yeah, so you're both are tied.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then either one of you, whoever, both of you, adrenaline surges through your bodies, and both of you are able to act immediately. So,
I'm swooping down to catch
Can't-
Sweetgrass in my claws.
Aren't you like a little bird?
I'm transforming into a larger bird as I swoop, and it's
what are you
really
transforming
cool.
into? What are you transforming into?
A giant.
I,
Thematically,
a
let's do an owl.
hyperreef.
Nice, nice.
Can I like mind link communicate with the rest of the party?
Yeah, all of you have. Yeah. You guys are all technically like in walkie-talkie range.
Okay. I'm just like stick to the plan, and I start bolting over to Roran till sweeps down and gets.
Do we know that it's Rowan, or are you guys just? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We see it on the map. I had it cropped a little.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say no rolls really needed as Lysander. You take the form of a giant owl, and you easily swoop down. So you guys, you suddenly feel huge talons kind of wrap around your torso and hoist you into the air. I'm gonna make dex checks for these guys. The boy is too kind of surprised. Two of them matched your guys' dex, so they will make attack rolls with their crossbows at you, Lysander. One rolled a 17, another one rolled a 9.
Does not hit.
The AC of your owl form?
Oh shit! Fuck.
19 or whatever I said probably will definitely hit, I imagine.
Yeah.
Beast forms don't normally have very high AC. But that's okay. It's not going to be a lot of damage. 7 piercing damage as a bolt sinks into your leg. So you guys, there's kind of a stomach turning moment as the talon kind of lets you slip a little bit in its grip. But Lysander tightens. So yeah, Lysander, you find yourself wheeling around in the sky with Sweetgrass in your hand. And your kind of vision. You look over, you see Roran kind of leading his dozen or so rangers. There's half a dozen bodies that you can see in the blazing fire as many Rykins kind of seem to be converging. But Roran seems to be fleeing the field.
Okay, so he doesn't need our help.
It does not seem like he needs your help.
Oh,
So we should just go to escape then, probably.
Perhaps.
the field.
You could see, you could wait though, if you'd like to see how your companions fare.
Can we just like circle in the sky for a little bit?
Yeah, you're able to kind of, you're kind of lost in the darkness of the sky, Lysander, as you wheel around. And it seems like, thankfully, Roran's timely distraction, only that group of men seem to have been alerted to your guys' presence.
Nice.
What's more embarrassing, being captured by the Rykins and tortured and killed, or having Rowan watching you get caught? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Who's gonna fucking believe that this teenager saw a giant talking rabbit?
You think they don't think the Herodon exists?
They're pretty secluded. I mean, like this kid probably does.
Who knows? We'll never know.
The camera then kind of will zoom in on we'll do Wolf and Nurgash. You guys, we find you, both of you, kind of crouched in this tall grass and amongst these kind of chopped stumps and dark tents of sleeping soldiers. You also see the kind of burst of fire and the glow of it on the far side of camp. You dimly hear the sound of a horn kind of blasting an alarm, and you see in front of you a collection of like timber and rope and metal bits and some sort of device kind of halfway completed. Neither of you are exactly siege engineers, so but it certainly looks like they are building something here. You see probably 9 or 10 men, obviously soldiers of the Empire, kind of stop what they're doing and kind of look over, and you see they're all kind of like wearing like under like breeches and shirts, and they're not wearing armor or anything, but you can see their builds are very much like definitely soldiers. But you see 4 or so guys that are wearing like mail and tabards that were guarding them kind of hurriedly talk to each other, and 2 of them dash off to investigate.
Nice.
So there's 4 non-armored guys and 2 armored guys?
No, there's 2 armored guys and 10 unarmored.
Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Mm. Is there like a rock nearby?
Yeah, easily. I could easily find a hefty rock.
I want to throw a rock, but like not
Like-
at them, but
Like
like, away
over
from
them, kind of.
Yeah, to like
the other
make
side.
a rustling sound.
Sure. Yeah, you go ahead and give me let's do strength. Let's do a strength check. Athletics, if you want.
Hold on. Ba, 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 ba. 18.
Yeah, it arcs across, tumbles just on the edge of the torchlight that these men are working under. You see a couple of the workmen kind of like stop and look over, and they call and Riken to the 2 armored men who kind of go over to investigate that noise, like 30-40 feet further away now than they were before. You see them kind of peering into the thin woods and brush.
God, they look so killable.
I'm not saying you can't kill them.
I know. Nurgash.
Yeah.
Wolf going to distract them. Then you attack big thing.
I mean, okay.
Wolf is going to like bolt out of wherever they're hiding and begin to shift to look like Big Wolf. A big wolf.
Nice. Thick hair sprouts along your arms and shoulders. You feel like the muscles in your neck bulge around the bottom of your helmets. You feel like your head slightly warp within the confines of your great helm, and the claws grow on your hands and feet as you begin to dash across the open ground towards the half-constructed catapult.
Yeah, he just wants to
Is
attack
it
one of
like-
the ones that was distracted and like back turned to him.
Is it like a wolf with a helmet? Or the helmet disappears?
Shifters only like grow thick hair and claws and teeth. Like they do not fully, like they're not full werewolves or anything.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah. You don't get to be that powerful just from a racial
Yeah. But he looks like a big Sasquatch or something.
yeah, I mean it's a horrifying visage as you dash through. So like for context, like over here are the 2 armored soldiers,
Okay.
and then the 10 men are kind of cautiously looking over towards them, but still
Okay.
kind of.
Then I
working
definitely
on
want to attack the non-armored ones because I feel like I could kill more quicker.
For sure, yeah. You stomp up Most of them are still kind of working. Yeah, the two that are closest, they were like about to like heft a beam to place it onto the catapult, and they both look over at you, dashing towards them. Like, what do you do?
He's definitely just gonna try to cut down as many as he can.
All right. Go ahead and give me some attack rolls.
All right.
Josh be in the back like, wait a second.
Am I allowed to rage, or is that only in combat?
I mean, this is like sort of combat, so I mean, yeah, you can definitely rage.
Okay, I'll rage while I'm running at them. So that's advantage on strength checks. I don't know if that that applies here.
No, these are still
They're not
attack
wearing
rolls.
armor, so it's
No, they're not. That 13 even hits.
I'll do 4, so 1 more.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you using your axe,
My claws.
claws. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you like dart forward, leaping like past these two guys hefting the beam, in a flash of dark fur and tan leathery skin, trailing behind streams of blood as your claws just rake through their throats, as if their flesh wasn't even there. Both of them let out horrible pained gurgles as blood jets from their open necks. They both just stumble a few steps away, collapsing to the ground within seconds. You see the 8 remaining all now turn to you, Wolf. Looks of fear in their eyes, but a sort of desperate resolve as they all kind of heft their tools and stuff that they have at hand, and they will come at you.
Okay.
I'm gonna make some attack rolls. One got a natural 20.
Oh.
One got a dirty 20. That was the second highest. So yeah, you find yourself immediately set upon by these 8 men, and you kind of have like at first like vivid flashbacks of the tournament so long ago when
Ooh.
Cregan's
Yeah.
men, he
Yeah.
set his men upon you, and kind of brutalized you.
For fucking champagne, no
In
less.
that yeah, as they jumped you. But as these men's
Hey, I stopped them.
fists and hammers and even like a wood saw, as these one guy's using just like a splintered piece of timber he yanked off, chopped log, as they kind of batter and cut at you with these, you feel almost nothing as you take only 6 points of damage. As fists and these weapons bludgeon you, cutting your skin in many places with thin trickles of blood, but your sheer mass and constitution, you barely feel them.
Oh, and we had temp HP too. Let's fucking go.
Mhm.
Okay, then he's going to start running
yeah.
with him behind him. But he wants to like, I can't move my character, but I want to like run to where those other 2 soldiers were to get their attention as well.
Sure, yeah, it's certainly within your movement. Go ahead and give me 2 more attack rolls just as you run.
Okay. Forgot to add my 9s. Whoops.
Yeah, you even as you are moving away, sort of almost like in this feigned retreat, you kind of dart out from under these men, but even as you do, your claws lash out, stabbing deep into one man's where his thigh meets his waist, nearly ripping the leg off with one swipe, as you turn and wheel and smash your fist into another man's head, feeling the skull break under your hand.
Yeah, he's just like, he's trying to sound as animal as possible. So that they don't get any ideas.
you let out a sort of a snarl as you dart several tens of feet away, and you see in front of you the 2 chainmail armored Riken soldiers will look wide-eyed as they draw their swords and dash at you. They're gonna make some attacks.
Very well.
Another one got a natural 20, and the other one got
Damn.
25.
Those both hit.
Just get him out of the way. Get him out of the way.
So one guy's gonna deal 22 slashing damage as a natural 20.
Okay.
So you'll have that.
Yep.
And the other guy only did 6 slashing damage.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, one guy kind of slashes across your chest, and you barely feel it as it cuts across the top of your stomach. But another guy actually managed to dig his sword half of its length into your side, and you feel it like scrape on the bones of your ribs briefly as he kind of wrenches it out.
He fucking loves it though.
Yeah, the pain is intense, but it brings a more powerful anger to your heart.
One day it's gonna fucking stop. His heart's gonna stop.
Heart
attack and die, bro.
I mean, I won't make you do anything else. You can just kill these guys honestly pretty easily. You're powerful enough
Oh, okay.
at this point.
I think maybe Wolf. He forgets kind of what he said to Nurgash about being
Yeah.
a distraction, and kind of loses himself in the bloodlust.
Nurgash, you kind of see probably 80 feet away at this point on the other side of the half-built catapult. Just kind of glimpses through like the timbers of this war machine. Wolf quickly becoming like soaked in blood as he eviscerates these men. Their screams piercing the night, but you hear screams from other places in the camp now as well. As you know, the raid that you and your companions have orchestrated is in full swing. To that end, Nurgash, you hear stirring in the tents several feet behind you. Do you have any sort of reaction? Do you have any sort of
Get that fucking catapult.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what Nurgash has to do before anything else.
Sure, go ahead and give me your attack rolls. AC's pretty low on this object.
Okay, well, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast, because that should work, right?
Yeah, you reckon force damage would be pretty effective.
Nice.
It's a hit. Oh!
Bing!
Oh, let's fucking go.
You don't even roll damage. You don't even need to roll damage because this siege machinery is vulnerable to force damage. So with your natural 20, it's an obscene amount of damage. As you just let 2 bolts of pure force fly from your staff, impacting the half-built catapult, completely smashing many of the huge timbers that were used to kind of build it and put it together. Completely sundering these big, huge planks and logs irrevocably, so they can no longer do anything to build this catapult now, or at least they're set back a huge amount of time now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just friends, you say.
Disappear into the night.
Yeah. I think after that, Nurgash would like look back at the tent.
You see there's like a little cluster of like 6 or so that you and Wolf kind of snuck through on your way to this catapult, and you see their flaps kind of being opened by bleary-eyed and surprised-looking soldiers. None of them wearing their kit, or you see like some of them are kind of like trying to shrug on their thick wool gambesons or grab short swords. None of them seem to have noticed you yet, though. So actually, go and give me another stealth check, if you want to. I mean, if you want to hide.
Geez, I'm kind of Is the area just lit by like torches?
Yeah, it's very dark. The tents that you're around right now are pretty much pitch black. Like you just see like these vague shadows of these men coming out of their tents, like the reflection on their eyes from the moon and the torches. The area behind you, like where the catapult was, that was all torch lit. So you are pretty much in darkness right now, as are these men. But they're very close, so you think with a few more seconds of wakefulness, they would spot you.
I'm tempted to actually use 2 spells I don't think I'll ever use outside of like a roleplay setting.
Hey, I mean,
Okay. Nurgash is actually gonna cast darkness over in that area.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you envelop this cluster of men as they're crawling out of their tents, like looking around. You hear them shouting questions at each other about what's going on, you imagine. And suddenly, the already kind of thick shroud of night is made completely pitch black in that area. You hear more shouts coming from it of surprise and of fear as these men are completely blinded now.
Alright, I think after that, because Nurgash is jealous that Wolf went and killed everyone over there, Nurgash wants to use another spell, Shadow Blade,
Okay.
and basically this magic sword lasts until the spell ends, concentration up to a minute. It counts as a simple weapon with which you are proficient, and it deals 2d8 psychic damage on a hit.
Nice.
When you use the sword to attack a target that is in dim light or darkness, you make the attack roll with advantage.
Okay.
Nice.
Now do you have like devil sight or anything that lets you see
Yeah.
through? Okay. All right, then yeah. You with the advantage and with these men being like unarmored and blinded, no roll is necessary, as well as you send these men's spirits to the cold embrace of your goddess. The weapon making like no cuts. You like plunge the shadow blade into one man's back, and he like lets out a horrible like choking gasp. And as he falls forward, there's no blood, there's no wound. The weapon just simply severed his life force, it seemed. Eventually, yeah, after that, like, 30 seconds or whatever, these men are killed. You don't hear any more screams from the other side of the catapult. You still hear commotion in different parts of the camp.
What is this commotion?
You reckon maybe you should check on your teammate.
Yeah, that's what Nurgash would go do.
Yeah, you kind of hobble over as quick as you can, and you see a wolf standing in this small clearing. The earth already kind of stripped of grass and a little muddy from the constant traffic of this army camp. It is now like a crimson quagmire filled with body parts and corpses, as Wolf stands in the middle of all of it, his breath heaving.
Well, howdy there, Wolf.
He like whips his huge head around.
Yeah, you see amber animal eyes looking out at the helmet at you, Nurgash.
You're looking very wolfish today.
Hold on, I want Wolf to make a save.
Okay.
Ooh, alright. Hearing Nurgash's unique voice, he's able to regain himself. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, we hurry back into the foliage.
Yeah, easy enough.
I thought about wanting to cast Dance Macabre and just have the zombies go like on the tears. Straight to the camp.
Both of you go ahead and give me stealth checks as you move away.
Are we
So-
still under the?
Oh,
You're
I
still under
Oh,
pass without a trace.
excellent.
So that's plus 10, right?
That is plus 2.
Mhm.
26.
It's a plus 10 if you are good at dexterity.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, both of you brutal killers slink back into the dark night. Not a moment too soon as you see half a dozen men, four new guys following the two that split off, coming back to the catapults, bringing more guards to defend it during this raid. But you see them from your vantage point in the shadows, looking horrified and aghast at what they find. But you guys have already gone. You're already missed. So you slink away. And with that, we find now Champagne and Dawn. You guys are at kind of this corner of this small little palisade that surrounds the commander's tent. You kind of peer down the wall towards the front entrance, and you see light emanating from the door, kind of casting these two shadows of these two men in armor. You see a third shadow kind of appear, and you hear a man that goes, "What's going on? What has happened? Are you under attack?" You hear one of the knights say, "I do not know, Commandant. There's the sound of the alarm, and there's a fire." You hear him give some orders for them to stay there, but for the men to ready themselves and respond before the shadow retreats back into the tent. You hear activity on the other side of the palisade wall as a runner kind of is dispatched to begin shouting for everyone to get ready throughout the camp. But you two, in your disguises, are kind of in the darkness around the corner. What would you guys like to do?
Okay. We're here, Ducky Dog. You have the poison.
Yeah, I have the poison and I have my sword too.
Okay, cool. Oh god. I guess we go in?
Should we
what?
should we take out that guy who's gonna blab to everybody to get ready?
Oh yeah, good idea. Where is he?
Yeah, can we see him?
Yeah, you see him. He's kind of come out of the thing here. You can see he's dressed in like very simple clothes of Riken colors. He doesn't seem to be like an actual soldier, but more just like an aide for the commander. He comes out here, and he starts to dart through the tents.
Is there someone around? Someone else?
You kind of both of you give me a perception check.
Okay.
One of you can help the other, or you can both make them, whatever you want to do.
Do you have good perception?
I have a +9.
Okay, I'll give you advantage because I have +4. That shit.
Okay, Slay. Okay, so 21 for the highest.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dog, you kind of both look around, but also listen intently to the sounds around you. You do see this small campfire with some men in armor and stuff, 20-30 strides away. You see the man that questioned you guys earlier when you entered. He's kind of sitting amongst them. They're all kind of getting alert now. They're all kind of gathering equipment, and seem to be about to make their way to the other side of the camp where the commotion is. Other than that, there's nobody really around except this aide who is now kind of as I said, darting through these tents near you, kind of shaking the flaps of some and yelling out.
So he's kinda Hello? What did you say?
Yeah. I mean, you hear people like stirring within these tents, so, but you have a few moments to act if you want to.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on this guy.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him... Psst. Come here, boy.
You said you whisper?
No, I'm gonna, like... Will he see us if we're right there next to the tent?
If you call attention to yourselves, he will. If you get,
Okay,
if you
I'm
get his
gonna-
attention.
Well, then... I'm not gonna use suggestion in this case. I'm just gonna call for him. Boy.
He kind of like starts, and he's like, he sees your guys' appearance, and doesn't question it in the heat of the moment. He's like, "Ja, Kapitan."
What is going on? What are you talking about? Like, what's going on?
We're under attack. The enemy's raiding us. They must be reinforcements from the south.
No, this is not possible. I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder.
Uh-huh.
How old does this guy look?
Like mid-20s.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna say to him, you've done a great service to the nation, to our empire.
He looks
I think
confused.
it's time for you to take a little rest. I'm gonna stab him on the neck.
Whoa.
Oh.
No roll needed. You have him completely by surprise. Yeah, you sink using like a dagger you have, or
Mm-hmm. I have a dagger.
yeah, you just whip it out and stick it right into his neck, kind of upward into where his brain would be. He kind of like spasms in your hands as blood spurts out of his mouth as he coughs in surprise. It does like spatter on you, Champagne, but you know the spell well enough that doesn't affect your disguise. But you feel the hot blood on your face kind of running down your cheeks as he kind of collapses in a heap in front of you.
Whoa. That was pretty clean.
Whoa! Hi, Champagne. Champagne is looking at this guy, trying really hard not to puke or cry.
No, that was a
Wait,
good one.
wait,
You got him right in the brain, so he didn't even know what happened.
Don't talk about that. I'm not in the mood. Let's
Yeah,
have
it was
him,
literally
let's
just
have him.
like, there's one moment he's looking at you and talking to you and trusting you, and the next moment it's just total blackness.
Please, I am not used to this.
Did you say it's like tall grass around us, or is that just where? Your
That was
grass
just kind of
shaped
where
wolf
that
is?
was just kind of where there's actually like pretty much no grass where you guys are right now, as it's all been kind of like
Okay, so-
stamped. It's been like stamped
So we
and like
can-
walked over.
So we can do the Assassin's Creed one where we grab a body and throw it into the tall grass.
No.
Fucking shit.
Damn.
Are these tents empty, or are they like?
Go ahead and give me. Both of you just roll me a naked d20, just a pure d20.
Naked.
Naked and pure, naked and pure.
Naked?
As the day it was born.
Ooh. Oh wow.
Wow.
I would say,
Sisters.
two low rolls are bad
Oh,
luck,
no.
but doubles, I do like doubles. So
Hey.
you hear like stirring in the tents around you, but both of you kind of notice that there is one tent that there is no stirring inside, and you imagine whoever was occupying it was out of their tents when all this commotion went down, and you don't think they'll be returning soon.
Okay, cool. I will cast prestidigitation on this guy so he's clean.
Okay.
Just for yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna throw him inside. Help me with the legs, look it up. Carry the legs.
Okay, he's heavy.
You got this. We're so strong together.
As you lift him up, you guys are suddenly assailed by like a horrible stench.
Oh no, he shot himself.
He shit himself, yeah.
Oh, I cast precipitation again.
Yeah, you clean up as much of the blood as you can. A lot of it still kind of leaking out of the hole in his head, neck. But you clean up his clothes and stuff as much as you can. So at first glance, he doesn't look bloodied and dead. You get rid of the smell.
Okay,
for now at least.
Mhm.
And yeah, you toss him in this unoccupied tent.
Before going, Champagne is gonna get close to this guy, and on Raycon, he's gonna like close his eyes and say, "May the Father keep you in his company. I'm sorry." And yeah, he leaves. Come on, Dagda.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's go.
You should have said Requiescat in Pace.
Yeah,
Requiescat in pace.
Exactly.
So yeah, you guys, you're still basically in the same place. You kind of see, you're at this corner of this encampment. You look down, you see the two knights are still stationed there. What's your guys' next move?
God. Okay, I have a little idea.
Mhm.
What do you think if I change my appearance to be the guy that just left?
Ooh,
Or will that
go
be
for
too...
it. I
Okay, yeah,
mean,
I'm gonna...
It makes sense.
I don't know, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe, like... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change my appearance to be the guy
The guy you
maybe,
just
The
killed.
aid.
we just killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
The intern.
Yeah, you take on his appearance.
Well, how will I get in? What?
Wait, what was his name? We should have asked his name.
Does he have a name tag on?
You do not remember seeing any sort of name tag or anything like that.
His dog tags, bro.
Yeah, nothing like that?
No,
Fuck.
Dog tags.
Yeah.
we're a little early for that. We're a little early for that.
Yeah, this is a little medieval.
Give them a couple hundred years of.
Okay, let's. God, ow! Ow! Yeah,
What's
let's
a
go.
good
Whatever.
name? Is there like a common name? Like Heinrich?
Okay, okay.
Hans? Yeah?
Yeah. Like he wasn't Hans. He was totally Hans. Nobody cares about the names of these guys, anyways. Let's go.
Okay. I guess we're just going straight up into the little encampment.
Maybe you can convince them that there's no attack.
So yeah, you guys, do both of you just approach the knights at the front?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
See how
both
it goes.
Both of you guys round the corner, and you see, just a few feet away now, these two black armored knights of the Empire. Both of them immediately, their heads turn with the kind of jangle of their metal plates as they regard both of you. The one closest is like, the commandant was he not clear enough?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Master, but we already told the people around this camp. The word is being spread. I need to talk to the commander.
Mhm.
He kind of looks at the short man next to you, and he's like, "And who is this?"
This is official Johannes. He's helping me spread the word. He's a quiet man. But it's okay. He wanted to talk to the officer. He has some news.
Police.
Wait, what were the words that I told dog to say?
Oh,
dog.
shit.
Good attack.
Yeah.
Guten Tag.
Like,
Um,
Hello.
Guten Tag at this time of day.
they both look at each other, and they're like, they're like, the commandant is busy preparing for battle.
Yeah, and we have news about the battle. We cannot afford to lose time, please.
Take one moment. She talks exactly how like Wolf talks.
Nice. Both of you go ahead and give me disadvantage, or yeah, both of you go ahead and give me disadvantage, deception checks.
So fucking over for you guys.
Deception, huh?
Can I? I'm gonna use one luck if I roll bad. Oh my god, that was so good. Okay,
Okay.
17.
Mine was 12.
I have
Yeah, 12
Don't you
for
have
those
that
guys.
D6?
You both
Yeah,
have
you have
blessings.
Bardic
Yeah, you both have-
Inspiration.
Ooh.
Oh,
You
yeah.
also have
Oh,
Bardic
yeah.
Inspiration. It's a D10.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, wait, and actually I have reliable talent, and I'm proficient in deception.
Oh,
So
no.
it's just a 10 then, no matter what you roll.
Yeah. But I guess I will roll a d10 also.
So is that 14 then that we're at?
Okay.
14 plus 6. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both kind of look at each other for a moment. And you both you can't shake this feeling that they're talking to each other somehow.
Like, are
Whether
they
it's
tadpoles?
yeah, whether you don't know how, maybe it's some enchantment on their armor or something, maybe there's some other item they have on themselves that lets them do this, but there seems to be some sort of conversation going on between them before the
Okay.
first one is like, he like jerks his head and he's like, if the commandant is unsatisfied with what you have to say, it's your hide.
I mean, it's never good to shoot the messenger, right? Yeah. Okay. We shall go. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
skitter.
Yeah, you guys step inside the little palisade walled encampment. You see 3 tents. One is kind of a medium-sized, very simple-looking one. You would reckon the man you killed, and whatever. And you see like 2 other men are hastily gathering up what looks like pieces of a suit of armor to take into the big main tent. But you reckon that the man you killed and these 2 men must be their quarters, that medium-sized simple tent. You see another tent that seems to have like equipment and supplies that these other 2 men are in right now, and a large, more not opulent, but certainly more fancy, more well-made, large tent with a warm light coming out of it that you reckon the commandant is in.
So we just see a
Champagne is
couple of
shaking.
guys.
Yeah, but they seem to be kind of gathering. You see them opening up a chest and hoisting out black plate armor.
Do you see like any sort of like, I guess, alert system, like a flagpole or something where they could dole out commands really quickly besides just a guy?
Good intuition. There does seem to be a long, thin pole on one of the corners of the palisades. It has nothing on it right now, but you do see a table with several vividly colored pieces of fabric and flags and stuff on it. You don't know. You have no idea what would they all mean and stuff in conjunction.
Mhm.
But yeah, you reckon that they are used as some sort of ordering system.
Okay. Champagne.
Mhm.
Do you know what those flags mean? What the colors mean?
Do I know?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
I'm not good at those. Wait.
I'll give you
Okay,
advantage
okay, I'm
for your
not that bad.
background.
Woohoo! Woohoo! Yippee, 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 yippee! Okay, 19.
Oh, shit.
Oh, 19.
19. A lot of them you don't know. You have no really clue. Some of them might honestly be actually unique to this like detachment, like in this commander.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple you recognize. There is one. There is like a orange flag with black spears on it that you know is to mean like full attack. There is one that has a broken shield on it. It's like whites with a black broken shield, and you know that means full retreat. And there is one that is a completely black flag with a skeletal, in red, a skeletal dragon head breathing fire. And you know that flag means it is only raised as a sort of message to the enemy, and it means that there's no quarter to be given. They will take no prisoners, and the codes of chivalry are suspended for them, like the Riken side.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Oh my god, fuckers.
Not often
Cool,
raised. But it's something that the Empire has, and you've heard stories of it being used before, of like whole like villages that have revolted being like put to the torch under that flag.
Damn.
Yeah, I told
Um,
this information to Dog.
Hmm.
This is not good, Doggy Dog.
Just take it.
Maybe it could be. Well, we could worry about those flags later, I guess, but I guess we should see the commander. 1 second. And she's gonna put her last vial of poison on her blade.
Ooh. Thick, evil-looking liquid spills across your blade like oil, coating it.
Just in case. For some reason, just stabbing him wouldn't kill him, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe he has a really thick neck.
You never know.
Really heavy constitution, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys reckon you hear like kind of a curse from the equipment tent as one of the men drops a pauldron on his foot. But you reckon that you only have a few moments before they gather all these pieces and are heading to the commandant.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's fucking go in to the big tent.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Push open the flap, I guess.
Yeah, you step in. There is a kind of very beautiful looking red and gold rug that looks to be of make of a land that neither of you are familiar with. Actually, Champagne, you would know. Actually, it looks to be from probably Tristane or something. This kind of very like sort of like Greek almost looking design to it. On that is a kind of very simple looking wooden table You see in the corner an actual like bed frame and a bed in it, a rack of various weapons that the commandant, I guess, keeps personally with him, as well as a simple rack of what looks to be bottles of some sort of liquor or alcohol. And standing in front of that table, facing the flap that has now been thrown open by you guys, you see this tall, very well built man, probably like mid 40s, thinning brown hair that's kind of going gray, and a goatee that he is kind of rubbing as he's looking down at a rough drawn map of Fort Arbor in the area, and he looks up as you guys enter, and he's like, "Johannes, why are you back?"
They're both called you, huh?
Fuck.
Do I recognize this guy? Is he somehow known or something?
Go ahead and give me a history check as you kind of you try to look for any sort of like heraldry.
God, this is making me anxious. Whoa!
Whoa.
Natural 20. You see he has a I'll say you see that he has a belt that he's put on in preparation to like for the rest of his gear. This heavy belt and a scabbard. And on the buckle you see the symbol of two stallions like mid-fight, like they're like kicking each other with their front hooves. And you know that's the symbol of the von Arnault family. Not a natural 20s, the only reason you kind of recognize this. Not a very important family, very minor in the scheme of things, from the lands a few leagues south of where your family's from, kind of the open plains of the Midlands.
God, I think Champagne, without even realizing he was holding a breath, chills or like breathes out.
Yeah, you're like,
seeing
oh my
this
God,
guy.
it's gonna be my dad in there.
Yeah, I was truly thinking it's gonna be my uncle or someone, but no. Okay, Champagne's like, oh, sir, I am here with officer, also called Johannes. Will you believe that? We have some important information about the troops and where they come in. I've already told the troops. The word is already being spread, Mister. So we also have some important things to say. I'm gonna try to talk as much as to, and I'm gonna. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna telepathically tell Doug. Do it. While I am talking to this guy, trying to distract him.
Okay, I think she'll try to get a little bit closer, like also pretending to check out this map that he's looking at of Fort Arbor. She'll kind of keep shuffling closer and closer and closer, until like she could tell her blade could reach him if he allows her to get that close.
Do you mind?
His brows like furrow as you're like, he's also called Johannes. Can you believe that? And he's like, he looks at you, his eyes flick to you, dog. And he's like, you are not under my command. I have no officer Johannes here.
No, sir. He's not from your command. He's coming from with the reinforcements.
I'll say that, but you guys can take like a couple steps forward, or at least Dog can. You're still not within reach.
Okay.
And he's like, whose command then are you under?
I'm gonna whisper to. Do I know about any other families? A family name?
I would say
that will-
natural 20.
I wanna
You
whisper to Doug.
you can you remember that the not Vaughn but Rune R-U-N with an umlaut over the U. The Rune Sigismunds, a very venerable family, and one of their sons, when you were a teenager before you ran away, you remember it was a very big thing that one of their sons was named commander of the Western forces.
Yeah, I whispered that to Dog, so like telepathically tell her that.
Yeah, High Commandant Rune Sigismund.
Okay, yeah, she'll say, Rune Sigismund. Close by.
Now you, Dog, give me a deception check with advantage.
Okay.
Dressing make a pee now.
16 plus 4.
Dirty 20, that's enough. He kind of like leans back a bit and like surprised, and he's like, Sigismund? He sent you?
Very important message.
You're able to take like a few more steps now. You're like on the other side of the table from him. He kind of he's like he like puts his hands on either side of the table, his huge like burly arms, and he leans over the table towards you, and he's like, well, spit it out. Am I getting my reinforcements?
Yes, they come at dawn tomorrow, and let me show you what direction they come from. She'll try to use that as an excuse to get closer, to point at the map.
Yeah, you're I mean, he's like leaning kind of over the table now, and you kind of lean in a little bit closer. He is certainly within striking distance now.
Okay. She points down at the map.
Yeah, his eyes follow your
looks
finger.
down.
Are you doing like the OK symbol, when you do that below your He's like,
yes. And
He's
yeah.
like, gods, no.
Could be.
Haha, I got you.
Well, she'll strike with her sword. She'll go for his face or neck.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage.
Alright.
While Dog is doing that, I'm gonna try to put my hand on his mouth.
Oh yeah, good call. 19 plus 11. 13.
Okay, yeah. That definitely hits. Excuse me. That definitely hits. Your blade, with a sharp hiss, flies out of the scabbard as you slash it.
Sharp piece?
Sorry.
As yeah, you drag the blade from the scabbard and it slices to the air. He is surprised, so like that would be like a crit. So then your blade goes right across his throat. And there's an immediate like spurt of blood that arcs all across the table, splashes across your chest, Dog, and a little bit across your face. And he suddenly, as he's actually going to make, like a check that determines his reaction. He rolled really well. His hand starts to fly towards his neck, and you see him like his jaw clench, and both of his hands reach out towards you, Dog. Champagne, though, you tried to gonna go for his mouth, but you see him now. You get the sense he understands he's dead, so he is just going for Dog now. as blood like gouts down his slashed throat across his chest, spattering all across the table as he lunges. What do you do?
I am going to. Fuck.
Right now?
What the fuck is
I'm
wrong
going
with
to.
you?
Fuck.
You've changed.
Shut up. Oh, God, I'm thinking. Give me a second. I am gonna. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna cast suggestion and tell him stand still. Would that work in that situation? Because I am technically not telling him to hurt himself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
stand still. Don't do nothing. Just chill.
I mean, you have to make that course of action sound reasonable. Why should he stand still?
Stand still. You're gonna bleed out.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, he'll go ahead and make a wisdom save.
He gotta do the wisdom save.
Yeah.
Or do I do? Okay.
No, he does it.
Okay.
He got a 14.
Yeah, he fails.
He suddenly kind of like stops, and he kind of he was like leaned over to like get you, the table kind of like rocking towards you with his weight, but then it kind of rocks back as he also kind of leans back a bit, and he kind of slumps now, elbows on the table, kind of propping himself up as his legs begin to shake, and he just
I'm
stares.
gonna grab him
Mhm.
from behind. Shh. Yes. Don't worry. Don't fight it. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. Yeah, I'm just gonna like hug him from behind and rock him, like putting a hand on his bleeding. I don't know if it's neck. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stay there till he bleeds and dies. Shh. Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, just 20 seconds, 30 seconds goes by. You feel the blood like pumping past your hand, grow weaker and weaker. Eventually, you're kind of supporting most of his weight, and before you know it, he's completely slack in your arms.
It's heavy.
Nice. Okay, we have to be kind of fast though. Dog will use her last first level spell slot to cast Disguise Self again to look like the commander.
Okay.
I have a question. Is Dog speaking in Raikan?
Nope.
Nah.
I think she might have picked up a few words, but
You
she doesn't know what
certainly-
they mean.
Yeah, you can certainly repeat some phrases and stuff.
As a Kenku. Or
yeah.
we can also say that I am just whispering.
You can feed
in
her
your
lines. You can certainly feed her lines.
Yeah, like a.
Yeah, so Dog, you take on. It's Disguise Self only goes so far.
Right.
You're very small. This man was not huge. He wasn't like wolf size, but he was a large man. He was a big man. Very well built. So you take on his appearance, but there is like this odd, like, you look weirdly like shorter. You look almost like dwarfish, almost as like you're this very well built, stocky guy, but a bit shorter. Not like you're not short for a human per se, but you're definitely noticeably shorter than this man.
Yeah. Was he not human?
He was human, yeah.
Oh, okay. He's just tall. Okay.
He's just a big guy. Bred for war.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Fine stallion.
Like on his belt buckle, yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do with the body?
Yeah, there's blood coating the table, the rug.
I'm gonna start
and
cleaning all of that shit.
And you have this huge, not huge, but you have this large man's body, kind of slumped on the floor.
Can I roll him up in the rug? Or
Yeah,
is it too big or anything?
no, he would certainly fit in the rug. Why don't both of you give me just another luck check? Just
Okay.
pure naked D20.
Come on, another double.
Come on, baby.
19?
Okay.
13,
Okay.
okay.
13.
You guys, Dog, you're able to, you both kind of flop the man down on the rug. You maneuver the table off of the rug, working in tandem. Dog, you're able to kind of, eventually roll him, kind of just using the own momentum of his body, like flopping over, to roll him up in the rug. Champagne, you go about cleaning off the table with, prestidigitation. You do notice that as you cast prestidigitation, the map is now like got these weird, huge like blotches of like pure white paper. Like there's no more drawings on it. So there's
Yeah,
this but you can't do anything else as this rug is now rolled up with the body in it. Dog, you're kind of standing there next to Champagne as the tent flap is thrown open and the two young men come carrying bits of heavy armor. And one's like, Commandant, we have your armor.
We are talking about important. We're talking about important things here. Please give us 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We gotta.
They
Good
look
stuff.
at each other and they look at you, who's the same like rank as them, and they're like, okay, Eric, aren't you supposed to be like running laps around the camp?
I already did that.
Make it look like
They-
they were fucking.
No.
They both like look at each other. Give me an insight check.
We were. Okay. You're just jealous.
Oh goddamn.
They're definitely like, yeah, they were fucking. They kind of roll their eyes and they're like,
Okay,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
30.
they're like, Commandant, you told us to bring you your armor. You said that we're under attack.
Dog will reach out through the telepathic link and quickly say, Champagne, how do you say put it on the table?
Put on the table.
Put that on the table.
Put it on the table. Table
yeah.
Gusten.
She repeats that.
They kind of like look confused and they're like, but Commandant,
Quick!
We are busy.
we need to put your armor on you.
I will put the armor. I will put the armor for him.
Both of you give me a deception check.
This is embarrassing. I feel
God.
embarrassed.
Yeah. They're like, oh my god, these guys are fucking. Deception, you said, right?
No.
Oh no.
Well, that's a 14, right?
Oh yeah, I guess it would be a 14.
Okay. 18.
They kind of like look at each other and they look back at you and they both kind of like shrug. And they array the armor out on the table. Beautiful set of plate armor. And they kind of turn to leave. I'll say Champagne as they kind of pull the tent flap open and are just stepping back out into the night with your natural 20. The second one kind of like glances back at you guys, and you can tell he did not buy your guys' lie, and he senses that something's wrong. Uh,
I didn't believe they were fucking. We gotta do something.
Where what?
No, we're not ill, dude. The guys, it's a whole drama. You won't understand, okay? We gotta get out of here.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess let's just run? Should we just run? Should we keep our
Idea.
disguises?
I'm gonna call both of, First of all, is there something interesting we can take from this tent?
Besides the huge fucking plate armor that they just
Yeah,
brought
this
down.
cool ass armor.
I mean, yeah, there's the weapon rack. He had the as you kind of glance over the this man has a weapon rack. You see that there's a longsword, a mace, and a warhammer arrayed on it. Each of them are very well made. You recognize the kind of carving of magical runes. You don't know what they do right now.
Hmm.
I mean, they don't look exceptionally powerful.
Yeah.
But they're certainly magical. There's some sort of enchantment on these weapons. The armor too.
Just shove it all into
Enchantment.
the back.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
there you
try
go.
to grab everything. I
Sure,
have
sure.
the. Okay. Take my hands.
Huh?
Take my hands.
Okay. She does.
Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here, the dog. I'm gonna cast Dimension Door and get out of this place.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like cast your mind's eye back to where you know, like the layout of the camp that you walk through, and you take Dog's hands and you right as you're like kind of whispering the incantation of the spell, thinking about where to go, the tent flap is thrown open again, and you see the two knights, both with their curved wands that you've seen them wield in their hand. They both like shout magical incantation. You see the runes on their wands kind of crackle with energy, and then you guys are both swallowed by a puff of golden smoke. As
Before we leave, I scream at him and Regan, "Bye, suckers!"
yeah, and you both dimension door away.
Yippee.
And immediately as you guys kind of you feel your feet sink back into the mud of the main camp, you guys kind of cautiously open your eyes, and you hear well, what have we here? And you recognize the same voice of the man that's questioned you guys earlier. But that is where we're gonna take a loose 5.
Wait.
Damn.
Where are we exactly?
You're still in the camp. Camp's huge. Can't dimension door all the way out of the camp.
Oh, okay.
You kind of backtracked, along the sights and sounds and stuff that you know of the camp to center the spell, and apparently you find yourself before that man again. But before we resolve that, lose 5.
Lose
Yes,
5.
sir. Yes, sir.
Who's 5?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hoof watching time.
Hoof cleaning.
hear somebody say they're watching the Hoof GP.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. It's my boy.
What? Oh no, look at her. She doesn't even know where she is. What's happening? Why'd you do that? Damn, me and Nurgash had flawless execution. You guys are fumbling.
Let's see, where was I at? Oh yeah, Stormvale.
No,
Hmm?
not right
Ooh.
now. No, no. No.
No.
Fucking Elden Ring right now.
Speak for yourself.
You're in fucking Elden Ring?
Later. After the ending.
I have a problem, alright?
It's Miles' fault.
Elfkin, my beloved.
Don't tell me to praise your message. Makes me sick.
Okay, I can't believe you are actually playing Elden Ring right now.
What else would I be doing?
Learn the 5-minute break. No, you're right. I might open Elden Ring too.
I thought you guys were done.
Huh?
No, I mean,
Bruh.
Never done.
we took like a little break.
Yeah, I'm recharged now.
Yeah.
Yeah, D&D's canceled.
Damn.
I'm kidding. I turned Elden Ring off. I put it off.
Man, we were playing Monster Hearts when Elden Ring came out. I remember.
Damn.
Season 2, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I remember it had to be like, alright, Mom, it's time to put away the game.
The only fucking TTRPG I would put that game away for. It's like, okay, for Monster Hearts. Oh, Jay got an orange over there. I can smell it.
Ooh, just peeling that bad boy open.
I am. What's
Like
this?
Wolf was peeling those guys open.
Yeah, he loved that.
Your guest was gonna be real jealous
Of what?
if he didn't get to kill anybody.
Oh.
He would have sat there afterwards and went, "Well, Wolf, you just wanted to take all of them for yourself.
Sorry,
Not cool, dude.
Not cool, dude.
Campers.
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 Oh, what am I doing? I should have made Nathaniel sound like that.
God.
You
He
can
is
still do it.
Canadian.
Yeah.
I know. Alright, Jenny. I ordered it.
What? Oh, hell
I
yeah.
ordered my Whataburger.
Good.
Damn it.
Munching.
Hmm?
Yeah, what are we
Right.
munching on?
Takis.
Oh, I thought it was so
Takis.
nice. Takis are gross.
I
Yeah,
got
thank God.
Takis.
I got some sliced apples and honey, and I feel like a fairy.
Mm.
Like a what?
A fairy.
Oh.
A little.
I thought you said a furry.
I feel like
Well,
that
that's
anyway.
what we are. That's Jenny's friend believes.
I also saw a rabbit.
Amazing.
That's pretty good.
You sound exactly like.
All right. So yeah, dog, champagne. You guys find yourselves, coming out of, Champagne's dimension door, and, you are alerted, to a familiar man, who's kind of standing, his arms crossed, as he leans against, one of the few trees that kind of still stand around the camp. You see, behind him, several other men are like breaking camp, and seem to be like packing up to leave. Yeah, he just kind of looks at you all, and he's like, I thought that there was something off about the both of you.
He's the what was
He was a
the
soldier.
French guy?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
a
the French
soldier
guy.
that kind of questioned you guys. He did not talk to you guys in
Mhm.
Riken, which you noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can realize he's not wearing Riken colors either.
We're
Jeez.
still looking like the Rikans or not anymore? No, right?
You are for sure.
Okay.
I mean, you still. I guess yeah, you guys both do look different. But he seems to know who you guys both are. I mean, he doesn't know that you're Champagne and Dog, but he does know that you guys
Yeah.
are two infiltrators. But he doesn't seem hostile.
Okay, new NPC.
Can I insight check him to kind of, I don't know, gather
Suss
what
him out?
his intentions? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Can I do?
Get a vibe check on this.
Check if they're the
Five,
imposter.
Yeah. 16. Whoa. You're on point.
Good. We're truly matching today. 17.
Wow.
Yeah, you kind of.
Wow.
This guy seems very hard to get a read on. You can't say confidently that he's not hostile. He doesn't seem to wish you guys harm. But you do get like kind of this kind of roguish vibe from him, this kind of cutthroat kind of intensity that he's definitely looking out for himself above all. But there's kind of like a twinkle in his eyes of interest at both of you, and your
Like
audacity.
looking sexy and like super cool and like ha, 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 I am so cool like that. Guess that vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you see he's got now that you kind of are not quite under the duress of like keeping up your appearance as you're trying to like talk your way through the camp and everything, you kind of get a bit more detail about what he looks like. He's also kind of like a middle-aged man, like late 30s, early 40s. Once like oil black hair has kind of started to gray, just attached at the temples. He's got the only facial hair he has is his sideburns go down to his chin and all the way around to form like a chin strap around like kind of a square chin. And he has a nose that looks like it's been broken many times before. But he smiles at you both, and he's like, I tried to warn the commandant that this whole situation seemed a bit above our heads, and with two powerful casters such as yourself making a mess of things, I'm glad to say that I was right.
Who
What
are
you
you?
want?
We say that at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two very good questions. I'll answer who I am first. And he gives a very like sweeping bow. And he is like, I am the Marquis Lafayette, the Marquis of Blades, you might have heard.
Like from Hamilton?
His face falls as you say that.
Sorry.
It's a very common name of where I'm from. Champagne, I mean, you rolled so well on your history check before, I'll say the information floats to you pretty freely. The Marquis of Blades is a very famous mercenary captain from the Midlands.
Okay.
Nobody quite knows his past. Rumor was that he was an actual Marquis, which is like a minor noble of a region of the Midlands, kind of near Larue. But nobody knows if who he actually was, or if he just claimed that title. But yeah, he's a pretty infamous mercenary captain.
Cool.
And as you kind of look at the men behind him, they all kind of strike you as fellow mercenaries, as they are kind of gathering up their equipment, and maybe not necessarily just their equipment, as they seem to be stealing away into the night.
I know who you are.
Ah,
So,
my reputation precedes me.
are you real? Like, were you really noble? Or like, what's your deal?
Oh, please. You must buy me dinner first before we go about such intimate details.
I won't do that.
As for what I want, well, a hot meal, a soft bed, an even softer woman. But all above else, a huge sack of gold.
So, you're gonna ditch this camp now that you know they're not gonna pay you, I guess. That's your whole deal?
The commandant has been a bit unforthcoming with our pay. That is true. Also, siege work. It's not exactly my forte. Sieges are
Not yet.
boring, messy. Uh, I'm a man of the road. I think my feet need to walk elsewhere.
Hmm. Champagne's gonna drop to these guys.
Oh, magnifique.
Are you gonna rat us out?
He
He kinda
wanted
shrugs.
that.
He's like, I suppose I could shout for alarm, but I don't know if anybody would even hear me. Alarm, alarm, he kind of says quietly and shrugs. I suppose that they are friends of yours, and he kind of jerks his chin over to where you see like a dull glow on the other side of the camp, where that fire has been started.
Yeah, they are.
Mm.
We're pretty good at this. So, you just want money, right?
And a hot meal, soft bed, etc. But money can get
Yeah,
me
yeah,
those things, so
Why don't you just help us then? We can pay for that.
he looks like intrigued at this.
So we're the Troll Slayers? I bet you heard of us.
Mm. There are a lot of trolls where I come from. There's a lot of troll slayers as well.
The Troll Slayers?
Hmm. I cannot say it rings a bell.
God, I don't
But
know if we should do this.
I will certainly remember it from this night's forth.
I am going to take out. No, I won't do that. That's way too risky. So you know about Riken nobles and people, around the capital and, well, cities, right?
He shrugs. Yeah, I try to stay away from the courts, but of course, names are exchanged and rumors and gossip about. Why do you
Get
ask?
you a pretty big sum of money if you help us. What about that, huh?
One of his, he puts like his hand on his chin and his thumb kind of strokes his sideburn. He's like, I've heard these promises before. And at this, just kind of talking, you see some of his men are kind of watching you all now, and some have kind of edged a little closer. And he's like, promises are, and he kind of like waves his hand, and he like kind of blows air, and he's like, they are win. At least when it comes to my line of work. The commandant promised to pay me and my men 1,000 gold for our services.
Can we match that?
We.
What about
We work with the
500
crown.
platinum pieces?
Whoa!
He like tries to. You see, like his face and his body language does not change, but his eyes are suddenly like ablaze with interest. And he's like, "That is, as again, I say, a very beautiful promise, my friend. I would love to have some sort of assurance that lump sum would find its way to me and my men's hands."
Well, you must know about rewards, right? Around the Empire and missing people.
If you give me 200 gold, I will let you walk right now.
Oh. That's not too bad.
I could feel that this conversation was about to walk in circles, so I figured I would stab directly to the heart of the matter.
Fine.
Wait,
I have
you're right.
100.
I have 100 too.
Okay.
He holds his hand out for the sacks of gold.
Yeah.
He takes them, pockets them, and he's like, "Well, my friends, my troll slayers, consider yourself friends of the Marquis of Blades."
How do we know you will help us?
He kind of is like, he kind of looks around, and he's like, "You are free to go." But
You
more help?
might not really know about that, but we were free to go from the very beginning, man. We're pretty capable here, okay?
Perhaps. I do have over 10 times your number, and I have noticed you are powerful casters, that is to be sure, but in my experience, a caster is only powerful so long as they have their tongue or their hands.
Hmm.
But, threats. We are business partners now. You have paid me the gold. You may go. But if you want me and my men to risk our lives in a battle that is no doubt coming soon, then I will certainly need a bit more.
You know, we're good for now, probably. Can we reach you somehow?
Magic has many means for this. My company does not have a caster, but if either of you had some sort of trinket or spell that would allow you to do that, I am known to you now, and you are known to me.
We have some really good shit we just got, man.
Shh.
Don't fucking say that.
We'll
Contact
talk
him
to
on
you
the
later.
mirror.
Yeah. Just go ahead. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. You know, we have a team meeting before, contacting with you.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Well, I will take my men to find a good vantage point of the slaughter that will surely be occurring tomorrow. I bid you all farewell. Adieu.
Yeah, and be grateful, man, because you are walking out of this one from us, and I pointed
Yeah.
to me, alive, okay? And we are you.
There's a sudden
No,
he's still looking at you, and he's kind of half bowed, and he's like, he sweeps his arm over as he says adieu, but then you kind of talk to him like this, and all of a sudden, Champagne, he is directly in front of you. You feel something very sharp jabbing into your stomach, and you feel like it perhaps might have broken the skin. Not enough to damage you or anything, but certainly enough to threaten you. And he's like, my friends, please do not sour the blossoming friendship we have. I do not take kindly to insults on my skill and my honor. Well, mostly my skills. Honor is like promises. Win. And he gives you a wink, and he steps back.
Hey, it's just a joke, right? We're just playing around.
He smiles at you, and he's like, I do like you. You remind me of myself when I was your age.
I'm actually 25.
And he gives you a wink too as he turns on his heel, and he whistles to the gaggle of men behind him. You count probably 3 dozen, and he kind of does like a motion with his hand and a circular, and the men kind of scoop up all their gear and stuff, and huddle around him as he like whispers to them. And you guys are free to keep going.
I really didn't think it was capable for me to pee again. I mean, where is this all of this pee coming from?
Oh no.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's go.
I guess, Dog will kind of talk in the group chat and be like, so the commander's dead, which is great. They kind of caught us a little bit, but they don't know who we are. So, yeah, we're all good here. How did your guys' missions go?
It went great, Dog. Thank you.
Yeah, we're fine. We
All
just
according-
slippery situation
all-
there with the invisibility
No.
potion wearing off.
No, it was fine. It was fine. Nothing happened.
Oh,
All
good.
according to
Okay,
plan.
sweet guys.
Yes,
Okay.
it's not very fond of being.
But yeah, you guys all kind of your teams all make their individual ways away from the camp. Lysander, as you're kind of flying through the air, you get the keen vision of your giant owl form with the help of your own psychic kind of link. You spot the other groups. You spot Champagne and Dog kind of creeping their way out of camp through the main road, while the majority of the soldiers are all distracted and rushing about. You see kind of on the outskirts the dark forms of Wolf and Nergash creeping through the thin woodlands and brush. And so you guys all kind of, I'll say there's like a pre-agreed like meeting position, and you guys all find yourselves there. Not terribly far still from the camp or Fort Arbor. You still hear kind of like carried on the night wind, unintelligible like shouts and yells, and the dull glow of the fire that quickly begins to dim.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, Lysander,
guys.
as you drop Sweetgrass off and you land, you kind of see 3 of your group members are spattered, if not covered in blood.
Everything good?
Very.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
We
what's
kill
next?
people.
Well, should we
Where
regroup
is-
Roaring?
Yeah, where's Rory?
As you say this, you see a few shadows kind of break away from the trees around you guys, and you see Roran kind of step out. He's forsaken the kind of half plates and bright tabard that you've seen him wear before in battle, and he now wears the thick dark cloak of a forester ranger. And he seems quite at ease at that kind of movement and that role as he kind of creeps into the glade with half a dozen other rangers. And he's like, oh, I'm glad to see you're all in one piece, I hope. And he kind of looks at Champagne and Dog, with blood kind of spattered across their faces and chests, and kind of all over their hands, and Wolf completely coated in it.
Wolf cracks his neck.
You guys know this was a stealth mission, right?
We were
Yeah.
stealthy.
Yeah,
Well,
we're pretty good.
they say that man makes a plan and the gods laugh, so I think this turned out about as well as it could have. We all completed what we set out to do.
We all learned something.
Okay, so what's next?
He kind of looks up at the sky and he's like, dawn's just a few hours away. Elamor will be getting the men ready soon, and we'll make our attack on the camp. We want to give them the last few hours of the night, the Rykans, to come down from the raid, tally their losses, get a bit shaken by the death of their commander and the loss of their siege equipment. I imagine there'll be some desertions in the night. And then come morning, we'll smash whatever's left.
So we just rest now?
Should we worry about the deserters?
Well, I have to worry about them another time. A lot of them might turn to banditry. Some will just make their way back home.
Well, what can we do for Fort Arbor? In the meantime,
There is nothing.
We just
Nothing.
wait.
We just did everything.
We did everything we could have. I mean,
Yes,
unless
we
you want to
are.
go and break the siege yourself.
Can we do that?
Of course not.
Well,
Good try.
is like part of the town still on?
Yeah.
Then
I mean, some of the fires are like kind of dying as the houses are kind of burnt out, but
I think if she could, she would.
I
Unless
mean, unless you have another way to sneak through the camp that's now on high alert
Oh,
to get
yeah.
Vic into the town, then
She would want to do that, but I think she would be really just kind of sit there.
You don't think they attack early because of this?
not without the commander, they won't. They'll be, well, their heads cut off. They will know what to do. They'll have to wait until someone else steps up, or they'll, which I don't think is likely, given the way Rykans like to do things.
Idiots.
Supreme power is usually invested in one commander of an endeavor.
Well, what if they have another like they did on the siege in Andorra?
We kill him tomorrow.
Listen, if they could have taken Fort Arbor, they would have. They were building a catapult because they couldn't break through the walls. They had surrounded the fort because they couldn't break through the walls. That's why sieges happen. Us destroying that catapult, killing their commander, those two things will basically end the siege on their own, but we need to smash this army before they either leave and go regroup, or they move on to somewhere else in Albion. So, I don't think they're going to attack Fort Arbor. That would be a waste of manpower, especially with after what they just suffered.
Well, it's your home, so whatever. Decide, right?
Wolf's already asleep on the ground.
Well, Master Wolf always, well, not always, but he certainly has the right of it now. You need to take a breather.
Mhm.
We all do. We need some water. We need some food.
Sucrose is lighting up.
Yeah. Let's
Damn.
just rest a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
speaking of food, I'm gonna go grab mine.
She's gonna use her bountiful cauldron to make some delicious. And her
Very
shaker.
Yeah, I mean, like we just kind of like fast forward a little bit. You guys are kind of back, on the other side of the hillock, that where the Wurtonians are, with Elamore. Again, they don't have any campfires, so it's almost kind of like, as you guys are walking, it's like suddenly you see, this 800 some odd people, all crouched and gathered around in like clumps, the moonlight glinting off of their sparse bits of armor. Yeah, you guys kind of gather around. You take a breather, get some grub in you, drink some water. I mean, if there's anything anybody wants to talk about or anything, I'll just fast forward.
I did have an
I'll
idea.
talk to...
Oh, I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead, go ahead.
I had an idea. I don't know if she wants to do it now. Let's hear what Champagne said. What Champagne?
I just want to go talk to Roaring for at least like a couple of minutes. He's still there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, Roran's in the camp. Yeah, you find him easily.
Hi, man. Hi, Roaring. What up?
Ah, hello, lad.
So I wanted to apologize for yesterday.
He immediately shakes his head. He's like, you have nothing to apologize for, Champagne. You were right to worry about Wharton. It speaks to your heart and the strength of it.
Okay.
I shouldn't have snapped at you like that, but you can understand that I was a bit. He kind of grimaces, and he's like, "Well, I was afraid."
I mean, it's okay. I get it. It's always weird, whenever people you love are in danger. More than weird, it's just unnerving. You can do a lot of bad things just to help them. And you can also act like that, which it's maybe not okay, but yeah, I just want to say I'm sorry for maybe not seeing all of the sides in this.
It's
Well,
it's hard to do that. I didn't see everything. Like I said, you were right to worry about Wharton. That's something something a prudent commander would do. He would worry about that, but he would also, I mean, war is as much about numbers as it is about anything. It's also about sacrifice.
He draws his sword.
oh man, come on.
That's why I've they told me that they would give me back my home if I gave them you, Champagne.
Whoa, guys,
wait.
come on.
Alternate universe.
No. He kind of, he looks out. He's kind of standing on that hillock, and he looks at the fires of, and the campfires and the torchlight and whatnot. The Rykins have gotten that fire under control in their camp. The last of the few buildings that were on fire and the township of Fort Arbor have kind of guttered out. As he looks at those embers and stuff, he's like, I always, always cursed the fact that Albion was behind the Loir, that the rest of the continent was separated from us. Because, Well, I knew there was glory to be had out there. There was war. There was acts of valor, like in the stories, and I felt that I was cut off from them. Now I realize that I think we had a pretty good thing being kept safe by the forest. To be kept out of that war.
I guess so. I don't know what will happen now, man. But
I
I know that you will do an amazing job.
He smiles at that, and he's like, I know what'll happen. We're going to gather ourselves come sunrise. We're going to stand upon this hillock, we're going to march down it, and we're going to beat those bastards back to the north. And I'm going to take back my home. And I'm going to see my father and my mother. And I'm going to hug my sister and my brother.
Bye, Rory.
You will. I know that. There was a scripted interaction that nobody went to activate. Like Chase has been waiting for someone to talk to Rory to say all that.
No, I feel like this is a pretty poignant moment for it.
Oh yeah, no, it makes sense. Just, I guess, I kind of want to talk to so many people, and I want to change so many things, but I know that we're gonna do it. We're gonna change things. We're gonna save the kingdom, and everything will be okay.
Yeah, he smiles at you, and he puts a firm hand on your shoulder, and he kind of gives you like a brotherly like shake, and he's like, I know that when a man has friends like you all, there isn't anything that can stop them.
I need to talk to Wolf.
Ugh, I don't envy you that.
What is that?
I don't envy you that.
Yeah, I've been a jerk to him.
He kind of shakes his head and he kind of looks back out into the night, and he's like, I don't know how to describe it, but there's something in him. There's something that wants to get out. I recognize it because I feel that too with Jermaine and his family. But it's not the same. It's something they let out. And when they let it out, they work together most of the time. But with Wolf, and he shivers a little. He's like, I've heard stories of monsters in the woods. I only ever gave them any credit when I see him.
He's not a monster.
No, He could be though.
He
But
won't.
I suppose every man can be, especially at war. And he shrugs. And he's like, ugh, if Jermaine could hear me now.
If all could hear me now. Well, I'll leave it to rest, man, and I also wanted to say I am sorry for what happened to Helena. Um,
He was kind of looking at you. As soon as you mentioned that, his face falls a little bit. And he kind of looks, up at the stars and the moon and whatnot. And he's like, I don't know if that's something I'll ever really be able to work my feelings out about, but he shrugs. That's things like that make looking forward to the future all the more important, I suppose. But thank you, Champagne. I appreciate it.
I think Champagne just like fiddles with the little ring, the Morticia's ring he has around his neck. He says, "It's okay, man. At least we have each other, right?"
Of course,
Bye,
always.
Bye, Roran.
God.
And he gives you a couple thumps on the back.
Yeah, I leave. I just turn around to look at him one last time and walk away.
Mm.
Bye, Rowan.
Bye, Roran.
Bye.
He's not gonna lie. Shut up, everyone.
What? You're making me nervous. Stop.
Okay. I have a scene I would like to do.
Sure.
I think it's actually going to connect pretty well with what Roran said about Wolf, because I would like to go.
Talk to Wolf?
Yes,
Let's go.
I know he's.
Roran.
I think it would be a while after everybody had quote unquote gone to bed. She's still up, smoking her pipe, maybe taking some notes, thinking. But there's something that's still like pushing in it. And I want to go find Wolf and maybe like nudge him away. Oh. Yeah, she like jumps like Ramrod Street.
What you want? Wolf sleeping.
I know. I really hate to wake you, but this is.
Clearly not. I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Give me a
Damn!
moment.
I thought he'd be all like docile because he got to kill a bunch of people. He's like satisfied for a moment.
Okay, next time you see like a fucking bear sleeping, go poke it awake and see what happens.
Yeah.
Just come here.
You're a wolf.
I'm gonna lead him somewhere.
Oof. But he'll go.
Imagine it's probably some trees somewhere.
Sure.
How do I start this? You were raised by wolves.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were also raised a hunter.
Yes.
And you have survived by killing?
Wolf suppose. Not always.
Not always.
Survivors know when to fight and when to not.
Okay,
Otherwise, Wolf kill all 1,000 Rykins. Or try.
kicks her feet. How do you know which ones are the right ones?
Wolf's gut. Tell him.
Just a gut instinct?
I suppose.
Dangerous.
Never been wrong yet.
But how do you know?
Who Wolf kill can't argue.
Do you ever feel like maybe just looking at you, that maybe you like it too much?
You only think that because we've only been fighting Riken.
If that's true.
And Wolf will kill them all.
Ooh.
All of them.
Yeah. His eyes are like glowing in the night.
Mhm. I think it's a little unnerving to her, even after she spent so much time with Wolf and had quickly learned to not really be bothered by his demeanor, but I think now it's coming back around to her after she had been back with the Thistle and kind of reminded like where she's from and what she grew up with. There was more I wanted to say with this, but I forgot it. What kind of line do you draw between who deserves mercy as a person?
Another gut instinct.
But you see, that doesn't help me. I can't.
Wanted help. Should have said so. You just asking questions.
What would you think would help me right now? Trying to figure this
Sleep.
out.
You sound tired.
When am I not?
That fair.
Nothing I do seems to sort anything out.
What this really about?
Nothing, I was just curious.
Wolf narrows the one yellow slit of his eye at you. Okay. he decides that he'd rather go back to bed.
I understand.
Typically, those deserving of mercy don't attack for long.
Are there any circumstance in which it's not okay to hurt somebody who hurt you?
If you don't want to hurt them, even though they hurt you. This hard. Because Wolf would hurt them, you get that?
I get that. That's why I'm asking you. You know the most.
Then make your rage and your heart gone. And what that leave? Probably empty shell. Hollow remains of what they picked from your body and soul. Like vultures.
It didn't feel like that. Let's just go to bed. I'm sorry to have woken you up.
If Wolf stopped fighting, he have nothing. You get that?
For you, it makes.
Maybe you have something more important. I don't.
I don't think she'd really know what to say now.
Yeah, I think Wolf will get up from wherever he was and leave.
I think she'll sleep. Smoking her little old man pipe.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Wolf scratches his nuts.
He has the wettest fucking dream about Sebastian.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Everyone wakes up underwater.
Underwater. Been to the year 3000. Nothing's really changed if they live underwater. Anyways. So yeah, you guys, catch some winks if you can. But I mean, at most, you let your bodies rest. You come down from the intensity of your raid, but uh, the anticipation of the battle that you know is coming keeps a lot of you from getting too restful of a sleep. If you do go to sleep,
Wolf's like a
Um,
baby.
that's true. Wolf was definitely immune to something like that. But yeah. Before you know it, it feels like some of you just close your eyes and suddenly the sun is creeping over the horizon, and Elamore and Captain Tally and a few other man-at-arms of House Carnegie are rallying the Wertonian militia, uh, and you all ready yourselves for battle. Um, the scene changes, and we see
Oh, cutscene.
the Wertonian militia arrayed in their uniforms and their metal kettle hats, spears kind of swaying in the wind, Elamore at their head, and Roran and some of his rangers as well. Um, he regards all of you, and he kind of gives each of you a nod as you all form up around him, and you all lead your army essentially up over the hillock. As you crest it, you see Fort Arbor before you in the dawn light. You see the wreckage of the catapult has basically been left untouched where it was, abandoned. You see great blackened patches on the south of the camp where the hay and kerosene barrels were lit aflame by Roran and his rangers. As you guys kind of make your presence known on top of the hill, you hear some trumpets blare from the Riken camp. As many of them are already kind of waking up for the day and getting prepared for another day of siege.
Is it like that classic trumpet that's like?
Sort of very similar. Very similar. As yeah, you see a flurry of movement as Elamore kind of holds all of you guys at the top of the hill with his men, and yeah, you see the Rykens kind of begin to gather themselves. It's very obvious that there is something wrong as you look down at the Rykens. Not like for you guys, but for them, obviously. As you see, as Roran predicted, there seem to be some desertions. You see some tents either missing now or completely kind of like trampled and hollow or left to fall apart or what have you in someone's haste to disappear in the night. You see the muster of the Riken soldiers is sloppy. You see one block of like 100 men form up in very decent time, and you see several others like struggle, to get their men together. And it doesn't seem to be a chain of command issue entirely, as you all begin a slow walk down the hill towards them. Nurgash, you notice this at first, and the rest of you can see this. There are dozens of slumped, curled up forms in the camp. You see some men that are standing in line with their halberds are leaning heavily on them, seemingly falling asleep where they're standing, only able to kind of just keep themselves awake as the heart's blood poison works its way through their bodies.
Poison.
Yeah, I
Yes,
fucking
please.
literally forgot you guys did that. That's so epic sauce.
Yeah, the Rykens form about like halfway. You see several hundred soldiers, even with their kind of shoddy and the effects that you guys wreak on them. They muster probably about an equal number of troops. to you guys, if not a little more. But as I said, you can see that those troops that a lot of those troops that do muster seem to be ill from the poison.
Do I
And-
see the? Do I see the teenager down there?
No, Lord,
Like,
no.
too far?
No, it's definitely it's a pretty indistinguishable mass of men. You just see several of them kind of slumping against each other, some shaking in fear, their halberds rattling against their neighbors, as the Wyrtonians begin a slow march down the hill. You guys in front with Roran and Elamor. I mean, is there anything you guys would like to do as part of this upcoming battle? It's certainly in your guys' favor, but if there's any big spells you want to break out, or any ideas you could have, combos or anything,
Question: we took a long rest, right?
no,
Okay, okay.
it's been like 3 hours maybe.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay, okay.
damn.
We're just not exhausted.
You're not exhausted yet. You still have some fuel in the tank, but anything you spent last night is still spent. Unless it's
So,
recovered
but
by a
we-
short rest. Unless it's recovered by a short rest, then yeah, you definitely took a short rest.
So we already also still have the what's the name of that thing? The Hero's Feast.
The what?
The Hero's
Heroes
Feast.
feast.
Yeah, there should still be time left in it.
Okay.
Because that was like late afternoon yesterday, so
24 hours or something.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is there any possibility of us getting them to surrender?
You could certainly try.
I don't know what I would do.
I want to cast something.
Go for it.
Champagne is gonna grab the amulet he's been using lately. The amulet he found on that elf priest
Uh-huh.
under the amulet's
The unnamed elf.
fucking brother Norrell's amulet, but I don't know his name. And I'm gonna place it next to my chest, and I'm gonna silently cast commune.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me mark that shit. It's a 5th level. No, oh my god, yet. I have
Spell.
3 questions. I am gonna ask first. Is it? God, I had a good question in mind, and now I don't have it anymore. Anyone has some this is Cisa asking outside roleplay. Do anyone has some good ideas for questions?
Questions to ask God.
Oh, God.
God, I am
God?
talking with God. I am communing.
Why do good things happen, or why do bad things happen to good people?
Why do you let us suffer?
Why do you make us suffer, God?
Do you hide in heaven because you're scared of what you created?
Who am I marrying?
who am I marrying, God? No, I don't ask that. I am first going to
Didn't-
ask.
Didn't the commandant say that he had requested reinforcements?
Mm-hmm.
You want to ask if we're coming?
Good question. Good question. I am going to ask God. Are the reinforcement coming? No. Let me rephrase that. How long will it take for the Riken reinforcements to arrive?
These are yes or no
Oh
questions.
no, this is yes, no. Okay, yeah, you're right. Will the reinforcements be here before we take the siege? God, no, this is hard because it's yes or no.
No,
Are
you
the
can certainly
reinforcement coming soon?
You can say will the reinforcements arrive in time for this
Oh
battle.
yeah. I asked that.
And if you ask that, then the answer is no.
Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Are we winning this battle?
Unclear.
Ooh.
I mean, you know,
Anything could happen.
anything can happen. So yeah, the question as you ask it, yeah, I mean, there's no, the Dawn Father does not have, cannot give you a yes or no
Yeah,
answer
no.
to that.
That makes sense. I fucking did that wrong. God. This is hard.
How many do you get?
3.
3.
So
Three.
one more.
One
I
more.
have one more. Any ideas? Anyone? Just fucking go.
Mm,
Is Rory dying soon? No, I know it's that.
don't ask that.
I was gonna say you can ask if Warren's family is alive.
Yeah.
I mean, we know it's alive, right?
You would imagine.
Yeah, because they're
I mean,
just
the
there.
fort's not taken, you know.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. This is so hard. Uh. Fuck!
Mm,
I guess I'll go back to that second question while you think. To ask if you're gonna win this upcoming fight. The Dawn
Okay.
Father can't give you yes or no to that. But
Okay.
as you ask that question, you get this surge of confidence, and though you did not really sleep last night, the tiredness kind of fades for just a brief moment, and you feel as if you feel for a brief moment that you could do anything, and you get the sense that perhaps the Dawn Father is telling you that while he can't tell you yes or no if you will win, fate certainly seems to be on your side at this moment.
I can do anything. Oh my goodness gracious. This feels like drugs. I am also
Ask if we have any
going to-
traitors.
Whoa, that's a good one. That's actually a really good one. Yeah, I'm gonna ask, are there any traitors inside of our lines? Oh, we gagged at the end? We gagged at the end?
Uh-oh.
You get a sudden like kind of cold feeling in your chest of uncertainty, and you interpret that as a yes.
uh-oh.
But
I'm sorry, it's me.
it
Oh my
is
God.
also kind of brushed away by that previous question, where the Dawn Father is seeming to tell you that it's not something to necessarily worry about at this moment. Like,
Oh,
it will not affect this
no.
battle. It will not affect this battle.
Of course, but there is someone. inside
There's
our
some.
lines.
There is like the Dawn Father gives you this kind of cold, doubt in your head, and in your heart.
Oh my God.
Champagne was right about Nora Allen.
I turn around to look at Nora. And I explain.
What?
I would never.
Why would you do that?
No.
I mean,
Oh,
I am
okay.
asking. I am not asking for a traitor of fate. I am asking for a Riken, like I don't know, someone from the Riken camps help him from.
Well,
A betrayer.
it's not what you asked.
You're right. You're right. So.
You already asked it.
It's already
Yeah,
done.
yeah, you're right.
That's your
I've
answer.
already
Yeah.
gone.
That is the Dawn Father
Yeah.
has spoken. The
We'll
sun.
take
The
that.
sun kind of hits your skin and warms you, and you kind of look up into the sun for the few moments. shielding your eyes as it comes further over the horizon, brightening the day, burning away the morning mist. Yeah.
Wolf files his claws with a rock.
Does anybody else have any spells they want to do, or a planned combo? You know, whatever have you play, like game plan going forward into the battle? What your character's gonna do? Doesn't have to be something you're doing literally right now.
Okay.
It's just
I did have.
go for
Well,
it.
I guess like preparing for the fight. Should probably just cast Fire Shield and maybe not enlarge on Wolf yet.
But that's something you will do.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I might also want to try praying to the ants casually a little bit.
Okay. Go give me a religion check.
Yippee!
Wait, guys, are we like going to be there, like with soldiers? Like Rory, what the fuck? Are we like going to be like down there?
You're like slowly walking forward at this point, in front of it. And he's like,
Oh my god!
he's got like his sword drawn, and he's like,
I'm doing it again.
he's like, yeah, laddie, you're probably the most powerful people on the field right now.
Oh,
Magical
fuck, I pee myself again.
guidance.
I just watched you have a conversation with the Dawnfather, and the way it sounded like he answered you. So
Yeah, he sometimes does that. Like pretty weird.
I think the ancestors hate me.
11. I mean, you say a quick prayer to your ancestors, to your bloodline, to those that have come before, and yeah, you don't hear any voices, you don't see any specters on the edge of your vision.
It never fucking works.
As you kind of look ahead, yeah, you just feel a wind kind of tugging at your fur. You hear a bird song tweeting for just a moment, and while there doesn't seem to be a definitive answer, you don't feel alone. You don't feel like you don't feel ignored. You know.
Mm-mm. I think she's a little surprised by that, too. But she doesn't have much confidence in it, really.
Wolf will save his praying till after the battle. He's not unsure.
Attention, Riken soldiers. He kind of motions for
Let's
you guys all
go.
to like stop.
What?
Oh, this will be good.
Yeah, your voice kind of like echoes
In their fucking minds.
in their fucking minds, which sends quite a few of them like kind of like looking around, a bit startled. I mean, yeah, they certainly have you certainly have their attention. You hear a couple like barked commands from Tally, and the militiamen behind you guys kind of come to a stop. Their spears kind of brandished menacingly as they wait for you.
I think I speak for us all that we would like to avoid as much unnecessary bloodshed as
Your guest looks at
as we
Wolf.
can. We're willing to spare you all if you surrender now.
What?
Right, guys?
I don't know, man.
No.
I said we should have
wow.
discussed this first.
Let them think about it.
Warren's like, it's the honorable thing to offer them that.
Well, of course a noble would know that. Good going, Lysander.
But of course, Urgash looks
Um,
nervous.
you see that the Rykins, a lot of the soldiers are kind of mumbling to each other. You see that they're, as far as Rykin like leadership goes, you see that, kind of in the middle of their lines, the Rykins are arrayed in these blocks that form two lines, and in between the two lines, you see that there is, familiar sight. You see the two black plate armored knights. You see there's a couple like middle like upper middle management esque rank wise officers, and they're all kind of like anxiously like talking to each other, it seems. The two knights are standing there kind of very stoically, while the officers are kind of talking to each other. And it's at this moment that one of the pikemen of the Rykins kind of steps forward, and he like throws his weapon down, and he begins to kind of like shout something in Rykin to those around him. You guys are a little too distant for actual like unenhanced voices to kind of hit you.
Not even me.
What?
Not even me.
what
Yeah,
they're
you
saying.
can make it out. Too bad you don't speak Rykin.
Yeah.
But the passion, you can read the passion in his voice, and he seems to be beseeching his fellow soldiers.
My
As he's
God,
kind of like
that's the kid.
he's yelling at them.
Oh.
No, it actually seems to be like an older man.
Oh.
You see, he's got gray hair.
That
and
would have been
stuff.
so funny.
He's kind of like, he's yelling, and stuff, and he's throwing his hands up, and you all see, the two knights look at each other. They both kind of nod, and one walks up behind him, with his wand drawn, and he puts it right up against the back of the man's neck, and a bolt of a red magic missile flies out of it, nearly separating the man's head from his shoulders, as he slumps to his knees in surprise, blood kind of spurting and stuff, as he dies.
Oh.
You see the knight take, he holds up an amulet that Champagne and Dog, you guys kind of vaguely remember being in the commandant's tent. And he holds it up to his mouth grill and speaks, the magic of the amulet seemingly amplifying his voice. And he's like, "We are men of the Empire. Weakness will be destroyed. Glory flows in our veins, and we will die before surrender."
Then die.
This is what
Damn.
they do to those who deserve mercy.
Just so you know, all of you are going to die if you do not surrender now. Like, I'm just being honest here.
Mm-hmm.
If any of you want to, like, no shame if you want to, just leave, like, no shame from us.
You see, you can kind of like see heads like turn, still thinking about this, but they all kind of cast glances at the bleeding out body.
Someone sniped someone sniped one of those big, night guys.
But with that, you see the man give a few shouts into the amulets, his voice rumbling across the field in Rykin. Champagne, you understand it as the command to hold firm and to give no ground. And with that, the front rank of Rykins kind of lower their halberds and brace them for the coming charge.
Okay.
Oh, guys, they're attacking.
No, they're not
Question.
attacking us, they're
Two
just
questions,
bracing.
actually.
What'd you say?
Huh?
I got a question.
Sure.
Okay, so if I wanted to drop my nice circle, would I be able to do that safely?
Sickening
You're what?
radiant.
my sickening radiance.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Sorry, my mommy came in to say goodnight. Yeah, the field is certainly big enough. You could drop Sickening Radiance and it would get, several dozen men probably within its area of effect.
What? How long would it take for like our soldiers to reach them? I guess was my question.
I mean, it's tough to say. I mean, especially like you would kind of have a hard time gauging that. You don't know the speed at which you guys are going to charge. You don't know how quick the Riken lines are going to break. I mean, that could just be something you keep in mind, like that you'll drop it if any of your guys are in danger of it.
Yeah, I think I want to do that.
Sure. You just cast Sickening Radiance then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nurgash, you kind of like step a few steps forward, kind of in front of everyone. There's a few like murmurs amongst the enemy as they see you, but then you brandish your staff, and the rising sun glints off the deep black pearl that sits in its head, and suddenly that pearl grows a sickly green. And as you whirl the staff into your hand, incanting your goddess's words, you gesture with the staff, and the light kind of shoots out and forms a glowing sphere that immediately encompasses, you would imagine, 30, 40 men immediately, who suffer the effects of the spell. You see some like immediately kind of start their flesh kind of starts to sink and wither on their bodies as they kind of like struggle to get away. Some kind of just collapse immediately. Others kind of break and run. You basically like create almost like a hole in their center, and with that, you see Roran go no, and Captain Tally brings a curved horn to his lips and blows it, and the battle is commenced as you all begin to charge.
Just settled this like men.
It was a nice try, Lysander. But
No, it wasn't.
yeah, I
Well,
think we
didn't see you
prefer
try
this
anything,
way.
Wolf.
Yeah, because he wants to kill him. Go get him, Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf tears off like a madman.
Let's fucking go.
Tears off what?
Oops.
Their scalps.
Is that Wolf's war cry?
Let's fucking go!
No. Are we doing it now?
It's not. This mass battle isn't something that we'll have a battle map for, and you guys will be
okay.
fighting teams and stuff.
Yay!
It just happens. It's something you've set up. You've given your side as many advantages as you can. You've gotten a great opener from Nurgash, and that will sway the battle. And as you guys find yourself charging down the hill, Tally's horn blaring behind you.
Not the fucking perfect.
I want the whole
Yeah, I know the song like the back of my hand. You guys, the hardier of you, mainly Wolf. Wolf, you're kind of the tip of the spear that smashes into the weakened center of the Riken line. Immediately, you all see Wolf become a frenzy of tearing flesh and death.
God, he's beautiful.
All around you, men slam into each other. Some are skewered upon the braced Riken halberds. Others are kind of batted aside, and the Wurtonians are able to close. You see Roran like chop the head off of a halberd and elbow the man that was holding it out of the way as he throws himself into the bulk of the block, leading his rangers as they fire arrows close range or fight with axes or daggers to protect him. Yeah, and if anybody wants to like be focusing on something or give me a spell that they cast, I started casting Radiance. That you see is draining the life from men around it.
How close do I have to stay to Wolf to?
I mean, once you cast it, I don't think you have to stay close to him at all.
They just have to concentrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and.
Sure, yeah, Wolf, you find yourself like a moment both of your hands are like squeezing the skull of a Riken officer in front of you, and suddenly your hands swell and grow until your hands completely encompass his head, and you feel it crack like an egg between your palms. And you are suddenly twice your size.
I don't even know if he notices in all the frenzy.
Yeah, you backhand a man and feel like his spine snap as he tumbles through the air. You're so huge and strong now. Yeah, we see. Yeah, it's almost impossible to quite notice anything that's happening beyond your group. But there are bursts of magic from the enemy as well, as you see the knights wield their wand and cast combat magic themselves.
Casting insect plague on them.
Cast insect plague?
Nice.
My scarab.
You like throw your arms up, and you're like kind of the tail coats and your coat kind of like flutters around you, and from its depths a swarm of insects fly out, stinging and buzzing all in their path, all the enemies in their path, before they kind of form this cloud around the knights. One of them launches a gout of flame from his wand and kind of like tumbles out of your insect plague. But as the bugs kind of disperse to feed on others, you see the other knight is laying limp on the ground, his armor loose on his now emaciated flesh from the bugs.
I tried to tell
From the scarabs?
The scarabs.
Girl, my
yeah.
scarab.
Yeah, Wolf
Dog?
definitely wants to. Oh no, Dog, go ahead.
Oh, all I was gonna say is Dog is tearing through with her fucking drum of blasting.
Oh
Playing
yeah,
some
you're
sick
able to.
beats.
Yeah, you're fucking.
That's so good.
You maybe like you were honestly kind of helping keeping tempo as you guys march down the hill, and as it
Yeah.
became a full charge, the tempo carries all of your hearts into this battle frenzy, and yeah, you cast like thunder wave and stuff with this drum, tearing big chunks, sending like a half a dozen men every time, like tumbling through the air and along the ground.
Little drummer boy.
Little drummer boy.
Literally what I just wrote.
Yeah, the only thing Big Wolf wants to do is crush those two knights.
Yeah, you see one is already kind of laying dead, prostrate on the ground, but the other one is like gesturing for the second line to like push forward into the fray, and he looks up at you. It's a battle. He's no chump, but everything is just going for you guys. And you eventually triumph as he at first is like kind of rolling between your legs, slashing at the back of your knee, sometimes like stabbing up at your clawed hand as it swipes at him, until one time you're able to just grab his sword arm, crush it in your hand as he drops the sword from his broken boned fingers, and you are able to just eviscerate him limb from limb.
Yeah.
He like
She's
grabs one of his hands has like the end of his like arms, and the other has his legs, and he just rips him in half.
Yeah. Yeah. He at first he like grunts and curses at you in resistance, but that quickly becomes a terrified scream of pain that is cut short as you.
He wants to make a spectacle of it. He wants all the other Rikens to see.
Yeah, his viscera and gore sprays in front of you across the second line, and immediately a quarter of them just turn and rout.
Do we? Can we like recognize any that maybe looked like they wanted to surrender?
I mean, in the thick of the battle, it's impossible to kind of determine that. You can certainly make it a personal thing for your character to like if anybody surrenders or looks unsure, you can certainly just can choose not to be killing them, you know. But it's a little too big, you know. This is the first time you guys have been in actual massed combat. You've had your part to play in the siege and whatnot, but this is the first time any of you have seen numbers like this clash, and it is bedlam.
To that, I kind of wanted to. I don't think she would actually spin the fight attacking for the most part. I kind of just want to keep an eye on the situation and kind of look for that teenage if he's still here.
Okay.
With my fire shield still.
Yeah, so you guys are kind of looking around, kind of dodging every once in a while. Once in a while, a halberd will like scratch across you, dealing you some minor damage, but then the fire shield bursts and you hear a scream of pain as somebody like flails away. What is Champagne doing?
Damn, I'm even scared about all of this. Fuck it, he will cast Polymorph himself.
Okay.
Let's fucking go.
Champrex? Big Wolf, please ride Champrex.
Yeah.
I mean, Wolf and Champagne aren't chill right now. I don't
That's
think he
true, that's
would.
true.
I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
true. No, that's hey. There'll be plenty other big battles to do. But yeah, I mean, with that, I think a display like that would be the final nail.
A fucking dinosaur.
It is, yeah. It's a few
What you
moments.
do in this situation?
It is a few, I mean, horrifying moments of combat. Several minutes of blood and screams and death around you guys. Some of you reveling in it, some of you horrified by it.
Some of you not sure.
What?
Some of you not sure at all.
Some of you wondering how you ended up here in the first place. But it is with a deafening roar across the field of battle and the familiar sight of Champagne's T-Rex body that sends the vast majority of what is left of the Riken soldiers fleeing, scattering before you guys, trampling through their camp. Almost none of them stopping to grab anything, just dropping their weapons or shedding their armor to run faster as they flee northward, back towards the country that they know.
Oh?
That was her roar.
Oh, sorry.
And as you guys find yourself standing.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
As you guys find yourself standing on the field of battle, surrounded by corpses, mud, blood, and a number of other bodily fluids that shall not be named.
Not the cum.
Come.
The cum, yeah. Nobody talks about the battle. Nobody talks about the battle cum.
Everyone,
you know?
It's all wolves.
everyone said come. Like we all said come at the same time. Not shade, not pee, not puke. Come.
You guys hear at first the groans of the dying, the cries of help, as they are drowned out by the uproarious cheer from the Wertonians around you, and the blasting of Tally's horn, as you guys stand victorious and the siege of Fort Arbor is lifted.
Yippee!
Wolf hopes all the best for like this.
That was easy. Yep.
And with that momentous endeavor, you guys all get a feat.
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Oh my
damn.
damn.
They're
This
going
week has-
ham.
Oh my goodness. They're going ham.
Oh my god, I am
yeah, I don't
getting
wanna I
great
don't wanna,
weapon master.
I don't want to level up you guys just yet, so I do want to reward you guys. A lot of clever thinking from many of you, all of you. Great teamwork as well. Yeah, you guys all get a feat.
This was like a teacher at school. Like, you guys did an amazing job, guys. Like really good teamwork. I am so proud of you. Keep going. I'm like, yes, thank you, teacher.
Yeah, I can't relate.
Can I make Cartomancer Sweetgrass real?
I will put some serious thought into making that a workable feat. And I'll get back to you.
Okay. Can I still pick one now?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Switch it out later. When it's thematically appropriate.
Sure. I like that.
I literally started like designing for it.
That's awesome. Ugh.
Ugh.
Wait, what would I even want?
GG.
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 We did it.
We fucking did it.
Did it.
And Roran's alive.
True.
For now.
Maybe.
Is he alive? Oh fuck.
For now.
You
He's
look
looking for-
around.
he's just lying
You look
on the
around.
floor.
You see.
God,
You
that
see
was
Roar.
waving
You
at
see,
us.
funny if he was dead.
Wolf.
you see Roar. You see Roran. Is like he's got arms around two of his rangers as he's also cheering with everyone. You
She's
see.
kissing them with tongue.
Yeah, you see Elamore's getting his back blown out by Captain Tally.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh.
Hey,
Fucking go.
Happy pride.
excuse me, in the middle of the.
Celebration's
In the mi-
starting early.
What about Thomas?
The
The shift that never will be.
I ship it, so it will be.
Yay!
You
I
already
love
got
this. You understand. It's badass. You don't mind if I screenshot?
Hey, what's his pronouns? Kind of bad. What's your pronouns?
Her pronouns are they, them.
Pronouns are they. That was Morticia with champagne. Damn.
Guide you fucking elf Loki.
Dude,
I
he's
love that.
obsessed.
I need help.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm being so normal about it.
I respect that.
Hard time.
Yeah, you guys are late. You did all that.
I'm sorry. Posting.
Oh, I'm still drawing a picture.
Oh, you started drawing a picture.
Ow, Sandra, that's so scary.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's like fucking Mothman.
I'm sorry.
I love him.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm fucking Tommy.
What? Rat baby art.
Baby art.
Oh shit!
Holy fuck.
Where's my milking gif? My peanuts.
Wait, where's mine?
Whoa, I love how you drew his big hands.
Yes, I love the fucking back. I love his hackles raised.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh my god, I was looking for that GIF for like 15 minutes the other day. The milk.
you gotta add it to your fave so you can always come whenever.
I need to like unadd it. I need to like unadd it and re-add it because it's like literally in the very bottom of my favorites. One of the first gifts I ever favorited.
It's so good. Wolf, my beloved.
Whoa.
Oh fuck, you can favorite.
Yeah,
I've just been searching them like a.
that's so funny.
I just save every GIF and image I like into a folder on my desktop.
Mm.
That's the way to go.
Oh, I used to do that when I used Tumblr back in the day. I still have a
Yeah.
big carpet full of GIFs and pics of Tumblr.
Gifts and pigs.
GIFs and pics.
Pigs?
You know, and pics. You know, like shits and giggles. GIFs and pics.
Okay.
They're all named like program files.
Holy shit.
It's not very many actually.
Mario.
Mario, my beloved. I use that one a lot.
That's a classic. The crying stick. The cured. We needed the cured back. That's one we should put. I am no longer mentally ill. For the Rat Baby art.
I am no longer mentally ill.
Like glue.
Katamura, my.
Yo, Titty Sigh. I'm kind of curious about Titty Sigh.
I've posted Titty Side before. Hold on. I don't want
Yes,
to.
Rick and Morty smile. I forgot about that. The Rick and Morty OC creator.
Oh yeah. What the hell?
I never use that one.
I like that one though.
Why are
This is what it's like to be me.
pics won't open up? What the fuck? My goodness gracious.
Miranda lib.
These are gay. What? How'd you get it so small?
I just
Whoa.
took a
What is-
screenshot of it.
Holy shit.
That's awesome.
Oh shit.
Junkrat Hospital.
I love that big. Love it.
Thanks, Jay.
You're welcome.
Like,
What a great sesh. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll do Prodigy.
Oh, I need to look
This
it up
is
too.
the prodigy.
I gain proficiency with a skill,
Oh,
a tool or language, and expertise in one skill.
Fortunately, you're not human.
I'm not human anymore.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That one's only for the humans.
And half elf and
And
half elf.
half else, and because they're part human.
I can be half shifter.
Half shifter, half angel, half dragon, half.
Half devil, half devil, half devil. I'm gonna become a linguist.
whoa, whoa!
Ooh.
Can't believe there's not a single human in this party.
Yeah.
I know, crazy.
Whoa.
Based.
Bunch of fucking furries.
I'm a scaly.
That is not what real.
They don't have a word for bug ones.
Are they not called buggies?
No, they don't have a name for them.
Everyone hates bugs.
Stupid, bro.
What
You should
are
make one, Jay.
bug furries? Oh. What would you call a bug furry?
Buggies. I like that
Yeah,
one.
they're buggies, bro.
A skelly because of exoskeleton.
No, that sounds like a
Whoa.
skeleton.
Skellies
Yeah.
or crawlies.
But
Crawlies
skellies
is
are for
This is a little cute.
skellies are not for like lizards and shit like that.
Scalies, or we're talking about skellies.
Oh, it's
Like
skellies. Okay,
skeleton.
okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah, like
Never mind.
exoskeleton.
That's also cool. That's really cool.
It's
I
cool, but yeah, it makes me
Titties.
think of skeleton.
No.
This is my
I like-
this is my skeleton OC, my skelly.
This is my skelly.
No, that's bad.
So like,
Yeah, people are saying
What?
buggy or crawly.
But I think to be a crawly, you also has to be creepy.
Creepy and crawly.
You guys feeling that?
Nope, I'm still reading feats.
Me too.
I think I'm gonna take Rune Shaper.
Ooh. I was just looking at that one too.
I'm gonna go to
All of
the
my skills are even numbers, so
I want something to like boost my fire magic. Elemental attack seems so useless to me.
oh, maybe I'll just take alert.
Alert's a classic.
Can't go wrong.
I already have advantage on initiative, but it's like the +5 too.
Me too.
Damn.
Kind of thinking mobile.
Ooh.
Or
That's a good one.
charger is cool.
I want to gore somebody with my.
Jesus.
She's literally not doing anything with them. She needs to do what they were made for.
I thought it was for fighting other males during breeding
I was
season.
about to say mating displays, right?
That's also true.
Dude, when's Sweetgrass gonna go into heat?
I think she's already
Yep.
like crested over mental.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes
I'm
sense.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
so
so
funny
sorry.
though. That's true as fuck though. Like she's old. She doesn't do that anymore.
Aren't bunnies like always in heat?
As far as you know.
I know.
I think they can like mate all the time, right? I don't think they have a
think so.
season. I don't remember. I don't know.
No,
not-
I
maybe
never.
Maybe not winter. I don't know. I'm not a fucking zoologist.
Are there
Well,
guns?
Not Nurgash, he's always in heat.
Don't say
Or Nurgash fucks.
Nurgash is always fucking.
There's
We can't get him to stop.
something. There are things gun adjacent.
Oh god. We're gonna get shot in the head with a gun.
So there's a feat called Gunner. That deals with firearms, but don't know if I want Dog to have a gun. Never mind.
Come on.
She just has a fucking pistol.
Dog's got the Glock.
Got the Glock.
I got the Glock in my Rari. 17 shots, no 38.
Jeez. How are we gonna get away from this one, doggy dog? I don't want
I got an idea.
I get this.
Looks like we're shooting our way out. She does a perfect Duke Nukem impression. I give this a gas and shoot
Yeah.
double.
Holy shit.
I'm all out of gum. Dog, you can't chew anything. Sure I can. Dog grins.
Shut up.
I think I'm gonna order some Wendy's.
Ew.
Dude.
Wendy's is fucking
Cook some
underrated.
food. Cook
I
some
don't have
food
anything to-
today.
I don't have anything to cook.
Bake a potato in your air fryer.
I was literally thinking about doing that because
God,
you
I-
said that.
Wish we had an air fryer.
Hello?
What's that?
Oh, you guys can hear the video I'm watching?
I guess.
I heard
A
something
part of it.
growling.
Whoa,
that?
that's Shinx.
Oh.
My back itches.
Alright.
Hold on.
Oh my god. It was so. This is a while ago. This is a couple weeks ago. But it was so funny. Northern Lion was like under fire by the Pokemon Twitter community because he plays like Wordle-esque games a lot at the beginning of his stream. And there's one that's called Pokidoku, and it's set up like a little 3x3 Sudoku game. and it'll be like, name a dark type Pokemon that's also an electric type Pokemon. Like that was literally the thing he had, and he was like, what's that? He was like, what's that like cat Pokemon? He was like Luxray. And he put in Luxray, and Luxray's like not dark or something, and he was like, it's literally like a black cat with lightning. He's like, come on, and that clip blew up on Twitter, and everyone was like, you should fucking kill yourself. You think Luxray's dark type?
Oh
You
my
think Luxray's
God.
dark type?
It looks like a dark type.
I
It
was on his side.
it literally should be.
I was on his side. I was like, that's my
You can
king.
learn Crunch
Yeah, I remember mine had Crunch. Yeah.
because it's fucking busted on because it has such good attack.
Yeah.
Hello?
Whoops. I did that with my foot.
Oh.
I don't know which. I can never take feats.
I know, it's too hard.
Well, you got plenty of time
It's
to.
so hard.
I know.
We have a week. That's not enough, please. Because I won't do it till that day.
All right,
If
well,
I don't do
then,
it right now,
then I guess we won't
I
play
don't do
next
it.
week if you want more time.
Come on.
don't fucking say that. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Nobody liked that.
Yeah.
Lisa does not represent me.
Nah.
Wait, I have that.
Alright, Jenny, what are you doing?
Looking at feet.
Looking at feet?
Feet?
Oh,
Hey, yo!
Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks. Okay.
Dog, since when are you a freak? What the fuck? You're a
Somebody
kid.
gonna match
Stop
my
it.
freak?
Somebody get a
Is somebody gonna match my freak? Dog and Champagne doing that stupid dance. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Shit.
Is somebody gonna match my freak? What if I take Dwarf Fortitude?
7?
Is somebody gonna match my freak?
That's like the. It's like shorthand for like salute. Like that's what the 7's supposed to be.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Me at the final battle when Roran says he'll hold them off.
No! It's gonna happen.
No, it's gonna be Gurk. Why did I say Roran? Gurk can do that.
Hold the door! Hold the door!
He,
Hold the
like,
door.
he undoes his shackles
I
and his eyes start
I
glowing.
got them, guys! Run, guys! I got them. I will hold the door.
I'll hold them back.
No! Kirk!
Don't worry.
Stop.
This is the end of my road. But
Thank God.
What a road it's been.
Yeah, die.
No, at this point, Wolf's like, no, Gurk.
Oh, I'll just take Plane Shifter. Wait, that's not another one. Never mind.
Plane shifter?
No.
Got a fire thing?
No, I didn't say that.
Could you imagine that Wolf just starts plane shifting?
Planar Wanderer?
Somebody gonna match my freak?
I've never heard that
I've
song.
been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty
What?
girl.
I've never heard it.
What, Lysander? What the fuck?
Me neither. Makes out with you.
Whoa.
I should get telekinetic so I can do that. Redo that meme that's like, I am not gay! It shows everyone around.
I thought about taking that. Like, my mind powers are getting stronger.
Oh, that will be funny. Because you're being
Let's-
around so many different heads and minds.
I'm gonna
This
take
one?
Strixhaven Mascot.
Wait, what? What does that do?
I can summon a Strixhaven mascot to assist me.
Like a guy in a bear suit?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
You have to be a Strixhaven initiate first.
Yeah.
Wolf needs to go
I-
through something real quick.
I was gonna say, Wolf doesn't strike me like a guy that's been to college.
Why are you so judgmental?
He
You
would
don't even know
be
him.
Because I'm
In-
racist.
a Witherbloom.
Oh my god.
Somebody gonna match my freak?
The Gooper Blooper Goople.
What?
In Super Mario Sunshine, the goop during Gooper Blooper battles is not supposed to spawn Gooples. However, due to an oversight in the code, there is a 1 in 32,768 chance for a Goople to still spawn. This Gooper Blooper Goop has a 0.003% chance of occurring.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Gooper Blooper Goop Goople event. Holy shit, that is so funny. Okay, I gotta keep scrolling. That's too much.
Shit. Slasher. That's kind of.
Slasher is kind of cool. I was
Oh,
looking at that one too.
slasher.
I thought about taking
Slasher's
that
good,
one
yeah.
because Nurgash has claws.
How often is Nurgash
whole
in the
feet.
front lines?
Yeah. I would love to see him just go like balls to the wall
He should
with his
take
claws
grappler.
out.
When he gets a dimension, he starts turning over.
Lights up like a
Nice,
scrubber.
Yeah.
Nice
Huge.
Saltmarsh reference.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna
Maybe
match my
I will.
freak?
I mean, technically, I just need to give Nurgash a weapon. His AC's high enough to where it'd be okay.
You got the Shadow Blade or whatever.
Oh, let's fucking go. What is that thing he's holding? Is that his Shalalet staff?
That's his new staff that he got.
That's so fucking badass.
Yo.
What was that new staff again? I forgot.
When I
Staff
heard
of-
the screams of the damned.
Staff of staff of spell focusing. Oh yeah, I got it at Griswold's, I think.
That's right. I remember now.
That
Oh, he looks so
fucking
cool.
dog killing that guy.
Got him.
Who's the owl? Lysander.
My baby is so amazing.
Fucking Johannes with the fucking hand sign on the table.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, sometimes I have to ruin the tension of my own moment. You know, sometimes I have to do it myself.
That was too good. That was so fucking funny.
What some Russ pussy does to a motherfucker.
That was pretty good.
Can't relate.
They take care of each
Damn.
other. No, you're the only one
You're
who
hitting
went
that
away with
pussy,
it.
bro.
That bus.
You don't know? You haven't
Yeah.
pulled those things down?
Huh?
You don't know what's under there.
Hmm? You do.
I do.
Well, what is it?
I'm
That's
telling you,
good.
that's his privacy.
Okay, yeah, it's not anyone's business.
It's a penis and butthole. I'm sorry.
Penis and butthole.
No walls?
Both?
No
Balls too.
balls? Oh,
Wow. Holy fuck.
Balls too.
balls too.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Russ penises are like something, and then pussies are, you know, are powerful and evil.
Well, it's not like Sebastian's using his penis
What? Okay.
during sex with Wolf, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
We know
Ooh, Sebastian doesn't top him.
No, we've been through this! What?
Whoa.
Gooper blooper.
Stop it.
I can't. It's so funny.
Super Mario Sunshine.
You have one. Increase one ability score your choice to walk.